nyulla nata ka atisodu kidimandi nyulla nata ka jado ganyandi nyulla nata o ka jolol fanam fintindi Facebook oto YouTube Facebook oto koyko YouTube Gambia talent muna promotion lem Gambia talent muna promotion ngonda jaworode bari bunga wate puna nke jubele wate puna nke la moile wate puna nke la kuomila Gambia talent woy ngoye dulle nata oy kantol kidimandi kantol sewondi kantol nganyandi Gambia talent muna Gam talent woy ay wali Pa Ousmane Diouf inimba
La ilaha illallah Gambian talent ala barika La ilaha illallah Gambian talent ala barika La ilaha illallah Gambian talent ala barika La ilaha illallah Gambia Dawda Jawara barika Gambia man la jalima di yéen a ngi seetaan Gambian talent fii la de bu leen bàyyi fii de fii la affaire yi nekk tete ñi na Leila sanani kanilema kanitulo na firu la baba duda ni kanilema kanunyo kanabula molu noma molu mambetea
Iba kuriya munna nafate kuriyala Iba jawya munna nafate jawya labi Iba kuriya munna nafate kuriyala Nafigi la sila manja Kula bambali la sila manja Uya fala la sila manja Ngomari masale bokelela Nafigi la sila manja Jakula bambali la sila manja Uya fala la sila manja Muna ngomari masale bokelela Yo Gambia ntalam albadi malam nena jeli suso ntele bari janto bi Gambian talent show mamo be tantulam mal jayla albadi malam the queen of manding nena jeli suso the golden voice wow mal tantulam mal jayla ba ke baba la ko album bisa ba ko ni mashallah Gambian talent show
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching or listening to us from. This is your favorite program coming your way from the Gambian Talents TV, brought to you by Pa Ousmane Diouf di leen ko indil semaine bu nekk. Li ma gis Banjul lay waxtaane, li ma gis suñ dëkk lay waxtaane, di leen ko fàttali saa su ne. Li nga xam ne dañ ko gis ci suñu réew te mu doy waar, li nga xam ne dañ ko gis ci suñu réew te mu metti ñu, liñ gis suñu réew tem naxari ñu te mënuñ ci dara, dañoo jéema waxtaane su ko defee ñu ut nuñ ko saafaraale. I greet you all in the spirit of Gambianism. I sit here today very tired, very exhausted. Of course, have a lot of things to do, but decide to just come on air and respond to the Gambia government on one thing, and that is nothing but the issue of this deportation. One thing is for sure, ku xam Gambian Talents xam ne luñ am commencé project buñ commencé dañ see dem bem jeex tak. When we champion something, we champion it. When we deal with something, we deal with it. And this issue of deportation is no exception. As Gambians around the world can attest and have seen us and heard us talk about this, follow this for the longest. And the dynamics in which we deliberate on it, the twist, the way we talk about it, always is dependent on the situation. We do our analysis based on the current situation. And this dates back to years ago when I used to do, like I keep reminding folks, my programs on Paradise FM in the Gambia, connecting it directly, the Gambian Talent Show, connecting it directly to Paradise FM in the Gambia some 5-6 years ago. Folks could listen to us talk about this deportation, interview young people in Libya, interviewed young people in Italy at the time to talk about the back way, the riskiness of the journey, and what it comes with, and that it wasn't worth taking based on the risk that was involved. And we had young people give testimonies of this thing. Now, alluding to what we are discussing, it's important to give a background information as to how long we have been talking about this, how long we've been writing about this. You go back to our page and you look at pictures and videos. We've been talking about this backway thing. And a lot of young people in the backway has been cussing us out, have been insulting us, and have been calling us names and saying all kinds of things at the time, simply because what we were saying wasn't favorable to them, including my own family members. Called me enemy of progress, called me somebody that didn't want them to. And I've said this over and over. My own biological brother had told me, aduna potenda la kunnan jox sa morom. Tay yow la elek sa morom, yang ma baña jappale. These days back to some 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. So I've never endorsed or supported this backway thing. Now it's simple. The Gambia government, since this whole thing started a couple of months ago, in December, have been quiet about this particular situation. Yes, deportation has been taking place in Gambia. Gambians have been traveling and have been getting deported, especially from Germany. Why? Duñ ne bullet si deport why? Ñata malango Germany. Ñata nit ñoo daan tukki dem Germany ñu téye leen delloo si leen. Ñu ñoo wàcc ak seeni bingi seeni rastas. I remember this. I grew up in Farafenye. I saw people that were deported back in Germany, back from Germany in the 90s, growing up as a child in Farafenye. Money from America and other places, people have always been deported. Deportation is not the issue, but the way and the manner in which it is done is what we are condemning, is what we are not okay with, and our government needs to come out and speak about it, which is what they have not been doing, and that is our stance. And by the way, we want to remind folks that are watching that today, the 7th of March 2019, marks the 1-year anniversary since the America 45 were returned to the Gambia. Those who were returned to the Gambia from the United States, the first ever mass deportation, according to the research we did, the first ever mass deportation plane to land in the soils of the Gambia is exactly 1 year old today, when 45 Gambians were put on a chartered flight from El Paso, Texas, and separated from their families and sent back to the soils of the Gambia, to the Banjul International Airport. Yet our government denied having much to do with that when they produced and gave travel documents to the American Immigration Office to deport these people. And one thing that I want to make clear to people, I, Pa Usman Diouf, I'm a victim of immigration. I have been in the American immigration system for over 10 years, struggling to get my a legal status, to get my situation taken care of. Lu nekk mettit bu nekk dunda naa ko fii biir America. And as a result, he who feels it knows it. Limu saf ku ko ñama ko xam. Limu saf ku ko mocha ko xam. And as a result, I will be a champion in this and go all the way till the end. And when I was discouraging our brothers and talking to them about this back way, our brothers and sisters, interviewing those who were there, talking to them, when I was refusing to participate in sponsoring and funding my brothers and sisters and other family members who were interested in this back way thing, it's because of the experience that I had. Limsaf, kuko nyama ko xam, lima gis Banjul nak neexut ma. Today, I am not accepting calls. I will just do some quick analysis as I have some other stuff to do. I am not ashamed or shy to say that I have been in the American immigration system for good 10 years or more. I've dealt with every sector of it. And yes, do they lie to you? Yes, because I have been lied to by them in the past. Now what happened? To come back to the topic of discussion. The 45 Gambians that were deported, a lot of them came there. About a month ago, I interviewed Mr. Tijan Jai, who was one of those deportees, and he told us that he has been in the Gambia. He only showed us a certificate that was given to him through IOM, through the YEP project, or through the Gambia Chamber of Commerce, about a training that they offered him, and that was it. All the promises that were made to them by the Gambia government, including putting together a container that was going to come from America and pick up their stuff. None of that happened. You imagine people who've been here for 30 years, 40 years, 20-some years. They get separated by their families. They were not prepared. The Gambia government, through the embassy in Washington, D.C., are irresponsible enough to not engage the citizens, to inform them that we will issue your travel document, get yourself together. Instead, when citizens call there, and I'm saying this because I have citizens who have engaged them, when citizens call them to tell them, when citizens call them to engage them, they assure them that they were not going to issue travel documents. And this misled the citizens. Now these officials will barely tell the truth to those at the top, and that is why I'm here to address this. Now, what has happened, you have heard all these days talks of deportation. In December, a flight carrying Gambians, 15 Gambians, was sent to the Gambia from Germany. In January, a flight carrying 15 Gambians was landed at the Banjul International Airport. And of course, in March, on last week, Monday, a flight carrying Gambians, 20 Gambians, had landed at the Banjul International Airport. And of course, the journalists and the media wanted to cover this, were at the airport to cover this, and the government did everything possible to stop that. We will talk about that more, but I just want to recognize and say that the 45 Gambians who were deported from the United States, today is their 1-year anniversary since they came back to the Gambia, and most of those people are not into anything that was facilitated or championed by the government or whatsoever. Yes, I will be quick to say that we are not here to defend everybody that is being deported. We know the Gambia government cannot stop deportation. But the few things that we are championing is for them to delay the process, is for them to vet the process, because some people have valid cases, some people had cases that were open, some people had pending cases in both in America and in Europe, and fell victims of the Gambia government's negligence by providing travel documents without vetting or proper vetting of the situation. And this is where we are. This is what we are talking about today. They were quiet. They were mute. And of course, I will play some of those videos for you that are watching and listening. Like I said, today earlier, the concerned citizens organized a demonstration at the Youth Monument at Westfield, which was very successful. They expressed their concerns and talked about this. And we saw victims. We saw parents. We saw moms crying and talking about this thing. We saw parents expressing their concerns. We saw parents talking about this deportation and how it affected them. The struggles they went through, what they been through, only to end up having their kids being deported like that. and the government was quiet and mute about it for a very long time. They just came out to talk about this thing. It is not okay. Okay wuton demba, okay wutay, tedu okay elek. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is people's life at stake. And it is very important that we pay attention to that. It is very important that we talk about this. It is very important that we recognize what people have gone through. Li nit ñi daj dafa am solo pour ñu recognize ko, dafa am solo pour ñu wax ko. And loolu lañ leena indil ci jamono ji nekk ni ñu ngi leena bëggé yeen ñuy déglu di ñu sétane fépp fu ci waay nekk. This is not a joke. This is families talking. This is families explaining their situation. This is families talking about their stories and what the realities that they are living versus what the government of the Gambia is telling us. And I will play the video for those of you that haven't watched it to actually see. Let's listen to it.
Others should not be deported. Therefore, today we are here to talk about this particular issue, and different people are saying they want it to be fair so that people can actually know what is happening. Manin ko waxe gaaya nga gëna pipi ñu ngi xaar ñeneen ni ñu ñëw dafa melni man fi seen ay yaay ñoom it ñu ngi toog yaa boy na nga def télé you know tuda Fatou Bojang yaa boy yow tey ñu gis la fii nga nekk mag lu tax nga ñëw fii
suma tanka bi pour ñëw fii suma wolof bi satu na waaye dinaa jéema
waaw mën ngaa ñëw ban laaka nga gën a dégga ban laaka nga gën a dégga soose léegi suma la laajtee si olof nga dem si soose rek du yàq dara gars yi dinañ understand
mën naa laa ko olof sax
ok lu tax nga ñëw fii
suma tanka bi pour ñëw fii mooy suñu doom yi nekk bitim réew mooy suñu doom yi nekk bitim réew suma doom bi mu ngi foofu
waaw
waaye def ma mu ne yaa mu ne naa mu ne ma ñun fan yi jaamaan fii dafa tàng trop mu ne ma man ku ma bokkal néeg dañ ko dem jàppa si liggéey kaayam bi ñu seen ko back to Gambia mu ne ma fu ma nekk nii xaw ma ndama dinaa ci bokka wala duma ci bokka mu ne waaye bëgg naa ngeen taxaw si suñu mbir ngeen mun a waxtaan ak nguur gi su ko defee ñu bàyyi ñu because amuñu fi benn problème ñu tuumal ne ñun dañ dee jaay drogue jaay fi drogue defuñ fi dara soo fu mu nekk ne suñu doom yi ñu nekk foofu noonu foog naa ñun Gambia yëpp dañu war a nekk benn booloo su ko defee ñu mun a taxaw pour seen biir because tey Gambia fii liggéey amu fii ci coono rek lañu nekkam ñun lu ñoo dunda tey mooy suñu doom yi nekk bitim réew lu ñoo yóoni fii ci ndunda boobu lañ nekk foog naa suma wax bi fii la mën a em
foog nga ne broda si nga xam ne ñoom leen indi jamono ji loolu nekk na loo xam ne lu neex la si yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen ay waajur yi
man de métit boobu moo tax ma jóg ñëw fii nii because lu ma naxar la lu ma métti la loo xam ne xelaat naa ko ba xaw ma fu ma koy xelaatee ma dégga démb laa dégga démonstration bi si biir rajo ne tey démonstration dafa war a am fii loolu mooy suma wargal pour ñoo fii bokka loolu woone leen suma métit bi ne dama bokk ak ñoom di seen métit waaw lu ma naxar la te ma bëgg naa yooni suma kaddu si président bi
waaw
na jóg mu taxaw pour ngir Gambian si because of moo promise bu ñu jox coalition 2016 mooy ne soo gisee tey gannaaw yàlla mu nekk si toog boobu noonu gannaaw diaspora ak yàlla soo bu gisee diaspora tey ñu ngi am loo xam ne def leen naxari kon man dama foog ne balaa xale yi du oote moom moo war a njëkk a oote pour loolu saafara loolu
exactly they should talk, they should have spoken, they shouldn't have waited for today. Waruñ woon a xaar ba tey. They shouldn't. That's what this other
kon mun ngeen ñoo call si 7833524 mun nga dem oo sa maire ñoom ñu ñëw fekk si la su ko defee nga mun a def ak gars yi ay interview nii rek la moo demee Gambia yéen a ko gis nu ma leen ko waxee yaay ñëw neen su ko defee gars yi dineen mun a dem waxtaan ak yéen maire na nga def noo tudda Fatou Jawang lu tax nga nekk fi tey
ngulo le may tende ya par jamle ngulo may tende ya kata daga kani fe sai ina ga ngam de pare ya ne be je ko e ba ku ya dala le mi sende na wala be ja o bala fa wala ndundi janka duwe ko ala sini mamuru je banko nyen kan ko teke ala si so kairala ala si tanka katama na president wa se wuli ay banko ban funding ke wodo ba ko
wala si janto
loolu am na solo bu baax a baax mère jamono ji yow mi nga xam ne yaa ngi nekk yaay noo gisee xale yu góor lena delloo si biir Gambia
ni wamañ ni ya den ni wolbe tata e be mu laalu ma koy kam be ko danire moto sai den ni wol manya na murana ena si janto ni be siri yo kanja o man betia
baraka baake mère naka baraka baake waaw Gambian Talents ngeen ay seetaan jamono ji soo leen subscribe toon
en yaa ngi yokkal mo man benen tereso ay man suma doom ñewa gudde waaye ñi fa nekk doom yi delloo si ni naxar boobu be loolu laa amee tax na sax du may nelew sax parce que lu xew doom yëpp la te su liñ fa dem guddi suñ ko amee si biir réew mi fii lañ koo indi c'est réew Gambia fii lañ koo ñëw defaree si ay gis moo tax nag man naxaru si mu ma metti ma ne xaaral man tam ma ñëw ma bokk si programme loolu moo ma indi
waaw sa doom bi bu mu nekkee Gambia mu ngi doon liggéey
nekkutoon di liggéey
léegi bu mu demee bitim réew naka la
mu ngi taraay foofu
mu ngi taraay tuuti kon maanaam foofu fu mu nekk foofu noonu moo gën fi mu jógee
waaw du benn sax waaw du benn da nga gis ne te ñii tamit fu mu nekk ni am na ñoo xam ne seen ñetti doom a demoon yoon bi am seen ñaari doom gaañu ne ñeneen ni seen benn doom a dugga yaa ngi gis gaañu ñu seen doom yi gaañu noonu ñu ngi amee naxar boobu nga war a téyewaat seen beneen doom bu dugga di ko delloo si waat si réew mi fii loolu rafetul mu ngi mel yaa ngi
What we are championing and talking about is
right now
nothing but that this is not a joke. This is the people's life at stake. This is the people's life at stake. And it is about time that they understand this thing. It is about time that they talk to the Gambian people about this. It's about time that they tell the Gambian people the realities on the ground and what is happening. Yes. You listen to this woman talking.
ñu ne peaceful violence ñoom ñu ngi toog jàpp seeni jàmbur kon nag yéen a ko gis right now nag west la ñu ni kanga ji moto yaa ngi ni di génn nit yaa ngi li nga xam ne nag mooy seeni naxar si li nga xam ne nag moo fi xew yéen a ko gis jigéen ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñooy jigéen ñi KMC gis ngeen yaay yaa ngi ni ñëpp a mer ma ne ko ñëpp a mer yaay yëpp a mer ma ne ko yaay yëpp a mer
You have other moms over there who were talking and explaining themselves and saying the things that are of concern to them. This is not politics. This is not saying anything about the government, about what they did and what they haven't done wrong. This is about the reality of life and what people actually in Gambia have gone through. It's very sad and unfortunate. You have this old woman that is standing there talking that had felt a lot of pressure.
Okay, all right,
li yeb dara waralut ko lu dul nguur gu génnut pour wax ak askan bi. They haven't come out to talk about this. They haven't come out to address this situation. They haven't come out to talk about any of these things until it went out of hand. Ngeen gis Mary ñi jógee be Birkama am ku ne moom mu nga jógee be CRR fu ne la nit ñi jógee ci biir Gambia pour ñëw attend this demonstration. This is not a joke, Gambia government. and you need to get out and talk to the Gambian people. It's unfortunate that Demba again again pour waxtane this issue. Ibrahima Silla and Kuru were on one of the TV stations Demba. Dem nañ QTV Demba pour waxtane li to counter a lot of these allegations and the things that are said. Bala lolu barki Demba Ibrahima Sankare, the spokesperson, gained in a press release, and he addressed people as detractors. Ne ñu bari ñoo xamne ñoy génn di properly di wax yo fi deportation is for political gains. Unless we will watch some of those things and we will analyze it. This could have been done on the Lutax Gambia Dem show. Why Dama Buga do justice to this analysis, and that is exactly what we'll talk about. So let's watch this from QTV, and we watch their interview on the Viewpoint on QTV.
Thank you so much, Mr. Say. I mean, this is a very important question. Yes, we have seen, especially in the last 3 weeks, a group of young Gambians being deported, especially from Germany. And there are a lot of rumors and also issues trending in social media that Gambia government is aiding and abetting this deportation. But I want to make it categorically clear, as been clearly spelled out in the press release of the government spokesperson, that the Gambia government is neither, aware of the deportation of these people, nor is it aiding and abetting. What is happening is that we all know that
Fofula Kostobe, I would not have time to play all of this. You've heard what he said. The Gambia government is neither aware, nor is it aiding and abetting this deportation. Like Dipikany, when our team was on the ground, of course, in the Gambia, at the airport, when this deportation happened, when this deportation was taking place, when the Gambia government refused to allow journalists Purnu enter at the airport, when they did everything possible to frustrate people, when they received the young people at the airport, one of the deportees talked about this. How long Lenyan TSC bill plane be? Over 2 hours from what he explained. Like I said, I will not have time to play all of those videos. Why nyom send part, send videos. We were at the airport. We covered that. You heard what Ibrahim Silla said. That the Gambia government is neither aware nor is it aiding and abetting this deportation. Now, these young people were at the airport. Immigration officers processed them. Immigration officers took them out. Immigration officers took the travel documents from them. Immigration officers gave them $400 each. Some of them $200. Those same immigration officers, of course, put them in their immigration trucks, pickup trucks, and took them to the side of the road. Ñu wàccee xale yi foofu suñ nguur gi amuñ dara lu ñoo wax ne ñu ñoom yëguñ fekkeewuñ lii bi moo xew ana kan la gaay di nax. Who are they deceiving? Like seriously, gis nga nguuri Gambia is very important. Those days are past, those days are gone, where you can fake people, where you can give people misleading and false information. It's unfair because these things are on record. These things are on record. Our people were there at the airport. We followed this process. Your pickup truck, your government people's pickup truck were at the airport transporting these deportees. Yet you can tell people, prevent media from taking this thing. Our people were there running helter-skelter. They followed me at the bush. At the airport. It's not something that I created. We were the ones that were showing you all of these things. And I will show you guys some of those images right now. You see our reporters on the ground.
It's really sad. We are in Gambia. This is our Gambia. Kon nak ni ma len ko waxe rek so len dégouté ma wax rek bu len wax né waxuma waye ngeen xamné place ba ko laaj kon nak mu ni ken mënu ko ton ken mënu wax naka la waye bi police nak génn ci na di ñuy yobbu ci li nga xamné nak moy fim wax né fofu la fokk né fofu la gaay nekk kon nak nen waxu tuti rek dem hol num fa démé.
A police officer was leading our team there.
You
can see this is a wrong place. This is different from the terminal, from the main terminal. Again, said Siga now, see Allah be feeling.
No.
Musulo tukki.
Fi ñu yóbbu gaay si àll bi.
Jamono ji nag sonn nañ lool.
Seet leen àll bi rek ñi di
Ma ne ko
seet leen
sonn
àll
nañ
bi
lool.
like seriously.
Waaye foog rek
You
ñu indil
watch
leen
this
ko.
and you see this. Si àll bi. This
Ma
is
ne ko
at
sonn
the
nañ
airport
lool.
in the back. Fa lañ
Waaye yéen
yóbbu
ñi nga
gaay
xam ne
pour
yéenay
wàcce
seetaan nii rek la fi nekkee
just to run
all the
away from
time.
the citizens.
Ma ne ko nii rek la moo nekkee all the time su ko defee rek foog ñu dugg si
This
biir
is sad.
àll bi.
This is
Man dama koy
unfortunate.
wax ñi nga xam ne ñooy seetaan lépp loo leen bugg rek dina leen ko indil man wax na.
You see how long our
Boss
team
mu
is
ngi dem fan.
working. You see this. This is at the bush.
Gaa yaa ngi dem fan.
You see people running. We the journalists running helter skelter. Gis ngeen nit ñi ni ñoo dawee. Going helter
kon nag ñu dem dugg si biir
skelter
ñu ko gis ñu
to
ngi nii
look
si
for
biir àll
these
bi.
deportees.
Àll boo xam ne ay
Then
yàq
hold
kese
them
la amee. Ay li nga xam ne nag mooy suufi kese.
You held them hostage. Just look at here. Ngeen xool lii. You see this. Si àll bi lañ nekk at the bush looking for these deportees. Ibrahim Silla can tell us that the Gambia government is not aware and they are not aiding and abetting. When flight be exit fofu, we had the deportees explaining ne biñ leen wàccee ñoom fofu noonu si airport bi they were kept in the thing. Dañ njëkk a ñëw wax leen ne leen waaw give them hope. Explainal leen. These are the deportees themselves talking. I'll play that video right after this. But you can see what is going on here. You can see journalists with their cameras following these people helter skelter. The police trying to talk to them, trying to engage them. We were hungry for information. At this time, the government will not talk. Or they were denying it.
So please, I mean, you have to respect us too. We have a job to do. No, you want to take the things. No, you want to take the things and then mix your story.
We understand that you have a job to do.
You have a job to do.
Yes,
So please, let us go to the door and then you wait there. So now when they come, you can interview them there. Please. Okay, but please.
They are standing. Xam nga yéen a ko gis ñi nga xam ne la gars yi dañ si seen yére yi.
Let's go. Let us go.
Kële beneen góor ñu ngi ko gis mu ngi suñu yére yami right now. Yéen a ko gis am na ñeneen yoo xam.
As you can see, these are live images that were taken at the airport with the police. Yena gis alabi.
Lan moo xew gis nañ ñeena si ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk si boy si nga xam ne ñoom leen deport ñeena si gars yi ñu ngi simi li nga xam ne mooy seen yére maanaam soloon benn yére waa ñeneen ñu ngi am plastique kenn mënut a xam dama baala rek nga dem oyamas ma beneen caméra bu mag a mag bu mu ñëwee.
You can see this is not a joke, like I said. This is at the bush. And people were running helter-skelter. Yet, the government is telling us that they had no hand in this. Negai amuñ ben hand in this process. You can see the deportees. This is us running helter-skelter to follow them, to try to see what we are going to get, what information we are going to get. You can see our people going left and right. New Yobu guy all over the place. As you can see. Jene guy. Them Sanilem. Chiko Talibi. And the government is going to tell us. Yes. This is the thing. Yet the Gambia government is telling us that they are not aiding or abetting this thing. They don't have any hand in this. They are not a party of this. They have not signed this. But Lee Firnde Lulu, of course, I'll play this other video, of course, where we have Mansuma Bopa. In 2017, I was on my way to the Gambia. They deny signing this. They deny having a hand in this. I will play two videos. The EU ambassador was being interviewed last week. What he said. And I will play with the video in which when I was heading to Gambia in 2017, I happened to cut up with a young man that was being deported from Belgium and exactly what the police said. Let's watch this EU ambassador's interview and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
The fact that the EU is, holding this moment with the government to send Gambians back to Gambia. And then we have seen Germany deporting some boys in recent times. How do you reconcile these two?
It's very simple. Those who were returned have been identified by government services as Gambians.
Okay, those who return have been identified by government officials as Gambians. That is what he said. It is not my word. the ambassador of the European Union to the Gambia, Miss Attila Laios, more wax lolu nonu ngeen degluwaat ko
back to Gambia, and then we have seen Germany deporting some boys in recent times. How do you reconcile this two?
It's very simple. Those who were returned,
it's simple. Those who were returned
by government services
were identified by government services.
Since they exhausted their possibilities to stay longer in the center of Germany, they were decided to be deported. But that's not what the EU is discussing, in the sense that this particular flight you referred to was a German flight, yes. It was not an EU-sponsored operation.
Imuna is simple. Those who were returned have been identified by government services as Gambians. These are his words. This is not something that I made up. He said it's simple. Those who were deported or returned were identified by government services as Gambians. I play it one more time. Ngendega ko ma play word bu Ibrahim Sina.
Deported from Europe. So almost 60% of them
that in recent months some Gambians are being deported from Germany. How do you reconcile that with that? The fact that the EU is, holding this moment with the government to send Gambians back to Gambia, and then we have seen Germany deporting some boys in recent times. How do you reconcile this two?
It's very simple. Those who were returned have been identified by government services as Gambians.
Okay, it's simple. It's very simple. Those who were returned have been identified by government services as Gambians. This is what Mr. Attila Laios said, the European Union ambassador to the Gambia. Now, how do we reconcile that to the statement of Ibrahim Asilla? Like I said, when I was heading to Gambia back in 2017, I was on a flight with this young Gambian who was being deported. A 17-year-old Gambian who was being deported from Belgium. Listen to what the Belgian police told me at the time. Listen to this. This was in 2017.
Is this new? Because the reason why I'm asking is in the past, we've had stories of the previous government not cooperating with international law enforcement as far as bringing Gambians back to Gambia. So we have a new government and people are insinuating that a lot of these deportations are happening now because of the new government like kind of working with the international law enforcement. Is that true for you guys' case or no?
We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia.
We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. This is him talking, not something that I made up. I asked my question. I told him that we had a new government. At the time, this was in 2017, we had a new government, and that there is rumors circulating that the Gambia government, of course, has signed an agreement with international law enforcement and international communities pour delo si Gambian si bitim rew, because time bobu lañ commencé di lam-lameli, and he said they always have an agreement with the Gambia government. Listen to what he has to say. This is not something that I made up. Listen to it again. Listen to it.
From the government from Gambia, agreement from the agreement from we always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. We may bring him back or not, so they know we are coming.
Okay. And they give you travel document?
We don't stay in Banjul. We fly back immediately.
Oh, you fly back immediately. But they give you travel document for them, for him, like you have to have his. So you fly back immediately.
They know we are coming.
We don't stay in Banjul. We may bring him back or not. We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. We always have an agreement from the government from Gambia. We may bring him back or not, so they know we are coming.
Okay.
And they give you.
They know we are coming. We always have an agreement from the government of Gambia, and they know we are coming. This is a Belgian police that I, Pa Usman, personally interviewed in the flight, Brussels Airline, SN Brussels, on a flight to Gambia. Like, seriously, bunyu government bimbamal. Gambian bufi talk the setan guri Gambia nyula mbamal. Man leader mako yaga topa. Maybe they don't know all of these. Maybe they don't know we have all these evidences. I go back to what you call him, Mr. Honorable Ibrahim Asilas. Take on the issue.
Deportation of these people. No, is it aiding and abetting? What is happening from Germany, and there are a lot of rumors and also issues trending in social media that Gambia government is aiding and abetting this deportation. But I want to make it categorically clear, as been clearly spelled out in the press release of the government spokesperson, that the Gambia government is neither aware of the deportation of these people, nor is it aiding and abetting. What is happening is that we all know that
this is very sad. This is very sad. Like I said, I played the evidence from 2017. Bobu dingane 2017 la they can use that fair enough. But the European Union ambassador had a press breakfast last week Wednesday. Exactly 1 week, 1 day. Last week Wednesday at 9 a.m. We brought you that press breakfast. Mom la len play nuno. Ngen dega mu wax ko outright that anybody that came was being identified by Gambians. Gambian government services. Like, this is very sad and unfortunate. Now, the issue of identification. Degangen ambassador biwako. Let's listen to what immigration PRO has to say. Balakuku, of course, ma indi the other immigration officer and what he has to say. The immigration officer and what he has to say. Mom mi nga xamne interview nañ ko mom tamit and what his take is about this whole thing. Ngeen déglu the contradiction between him and the PRO himself. Let's listen to him.
To Mr. Gassama, I know with Sangara. Mr. Gassama, first of all, how will you respond to claims that immigration officers were sent to Italy, to be monitoring Gambians there and set them packing for deportation?
Well, when necessary, I think this question was asked to me this morning on the RTS.
Oh, really?
And the answer is the same. That is not true. That is...
from the last regime to this regime?
From the last regime to this regime. No immigration officer was sent to Germany to fish out anybody for deportation. That is obviously not true. We have our immigration officers attached to the Gambian consular in Italy to perform consular duties.
Okay.
Every embassy in the world you go to, you find that immigration officers are actually in those embassies to do consular jobs. And that's the exact job that immigration officers are doing there. Mm-hmm. Facilitate people for their documentation. Like I said, there are thousands of Gambians in Italy, and most of them are undocumented. Sometimes, the minister and the spokesman have said it. People are accepted to be integrated in those societies, but they cannot do so if they are not documented. So these immigration officers working with our Gambian consular, who is not a Gambian, is an honorary citizen of Italy. He doesn't know the people. He doesn't know the people of the Gambia that much. So there must be somebody to assist him do this job. So those immigration officers are attached to those consular to perform those duties. And through their intervention, many of our citizens were helped to reintegrate into Italian society, those who are qualified. Those Italians think they are qualified to be integrated, pass through these consular officers, and their documentations are processed and they are helped, given advices, so that they can properly, go for those integration processes. So that is what is happening. But the fact that immigration officers are there to look out for citizens to deport them, that's not true. That's something that is obviously not true.
When you receive them at the airport, most of them, not all of them are Gambians. We have other nationals that, like this.
Now what he said, compared to our interview with the PRO, the immigration PRO, Mr. Diba, let's listen to what he has to say. When our Ida Kebe asked him about a month and a half ago about this deportation and identifying Gambians, I will play you, I will show you the picture of the Gambian that is there identifying our people. I will tell you about him, what they are saying. Let's listen to what Mr. Gassama said versus what Mr. Diba is about to say.
I will say this over and over and over again. We have not deployed any of our personnel to anywhere around the world to be identifying Gambians for deportation. What we can authoritatively tell our viewers is that we have our officers in some embassies in Europe, where these officers will help, the authorities to confirm. I want people to understand, the thin line between confirmation and identification. We have seen a time without number that citizens of other countries will claim to be Gambians, especially some 2 or 3 years ago, when this country was not democratically ruled, and most people fled this country to look for better life elsewhere. A lot of citizens of other countries have used this opportunity, have grabbed this as an opportunity to claim our citizenship. As a result, complaints have been coming to us so much that we have seen the necessity to have our liaison officers to help verify such claims made in respect of Gambian citizenship. This is what has happened, and this is what is continuing. But it is not our authority, and we have not in one way or the other sent our officers to be identifying Gambians for deportation. This is a big no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can hear what he said, that this is a big no. They haven't sent Gambians over there to verify Gambians. They haven't sent any of their officials. He said they are there to verify and not identify Gambians. And we have our brothers who came from the back way, who are there, who told us. In fact, this morning, one of the deportees said that he can swear. So Gise, the young man who actually identified him anywhere, Kiko identify Fofuchi Kalswa, Suko Gise anywhere he can identify the person. And yes, I will show you guys right now the picture of the Gambian immigration officer. His name is Karalang Jaju. Karalang Jaju. Nonu Latuda. He is the brother to he is from Yundum. We posted Karalang's video, his picture actually, and people identified him and gave us the information. Karalang Jaju Latuda, he is the brother to Sekuba Jaju, Momak Sekuba Jaju, National Assembly member for Busumbala, Nyobo Kandai Akbai. And this is Karalang's picture right now. This is the immigration officer in Germany, in Kalswa, who is identifying Gambians. Karalang Jaju Mungini, this guy right here. Kan langur gini nax kan gena nax gena len gen defend li. So if Ibrahim Sankare and Ibrahim Silla, honorable minister, have been misled, sometimes those at the top end up paying the price for a lot of things and taking the hit, because Gambia, we are used to something. Ni ñu wara def seen liggéey duñ ko def niñ ko wara defé. Ñi leen wara wax dëgga duñ leen wax dëgga. In the process of trying to cover up their things or show you that they are doing their jobs. Go back to immigration. Ibrahim Silla ak Sankare. Delu len immigration gen laaj len, what is Karalang doing there? We have these young people identifying Karalang and telling us about Karalang. Here he is. Munga fofu ci jamono ji. Boys yu bari turu mom len jaar. Mu waxtaan ak ñom. Ñu ne suñ ñëwé mu làkka leen soose wala olof. Guy Lakako, Italian, German, Dutch. I had people explain this to me. Young people explain this to me. That they speak Dutch to him. Nyutontula. These are people who called into our shoes. If you have been following the Lutah Gambia Dudem show, you might have listened to this. You might have heard them explain this. Dumachi delu what? You might have heard them explain this. This is Karalang Jaju. He is the brother to Sekuba Jaju, the National Assembly member for Busumbala. Ñom ñaar ñoo bokk ndey ak baay moom ak Sekuba Jaju. So this is not something that we created. Lii du luñ make up. Nguur gi nañ bàyyi Gambian si ñoo nax. Nguur gi nañ bàyyi Gambian si ñoo foyantoo. Because this is not a joke. This is people's life and livelihood at stake. For you to just sit on the TV and think you can just deceive Gambians, ngeen mëna nax Gambians ci non dafa tu ndoxe. For your information, xawma ken way ñun dañ yaga topali te ñu ko topate ñu sé gestu. And guess what? We are getting more information from other places. Su leen nexé nak on your part yeen ngeen bañ ne du ngeen wax ak Gambian Talents wala du ngeen wax ak online media bi. But that is the root cause. That is where all of this is coming from. You can choose to say ne du ngeen waxtaan ak askan bi. You can choose to say ne du ngeen wax Gambian si li ngeen xam yéen wala ngeen choose to patronize some media houses yi ngeen foog ne yooyu ñooy dox pour yéen ñi ngeen foog ne ñoo ko wax, but guess what, suñ plateforme yi de fale ñoo waxee yi, and our platforms are here to stay. Unfortunately, information comes to us left and right, and we try to reach out to you to verify this information. We contact you guys, we engage you guys, we want to hear your side of the story. Pour ngeen wax ñu yeen li ngeen xam ci yef yi ak ni ngeen ko gisee ak what you think it is. You have a responsibility not to just sit rek ne da ngeen ñoo mbaamal wala da ngeen ñoo wax loo xam ne lii loolu dafa tuur ndoxe. Unfortunately, gone are the days
right now ñu ngi fi nga xam
fall into what you guys are saying. Li ngeen wax rek ngeen ne lii moo xew lele moo xew ñu jël loolu ñu gëm ko. Gone are those days. Gone are those days when we will accept that, when we will live by that, when we will deal with that. Again, this is one of the citizens that was deported. One of the young people who were deported this morning. Ñu seetaan ko and we listen to him a little bit what he has to say.
ñu def nii rek dem interview seet ni
Amigo, dafa njool de sa waay.
What is the purpose of this meeting? What is the reason why we are here today without knowing nothing about it?
Can you tell us the condition and the circumstances of your deportation?
Yeah, the deportation was so horrible. The journey was very horrible, very terrible.
You were in Germany?
Yeah, of course I was in Germany. So a lot of people were deported without knowing the reason. And a lot of people are just been captured to their houses in the early mornings of Monday, and died at the airport in Frankfurt. And we are flew from Frankfurt to here, directly 6 hours. Landed in Banjul Airport, then they had over us to Gambian immigrations without knowing what exactly was the reason. And we don't see any stakeholders on the ground who can at least welcome us and at least come us, tell us why we are here. So it's definitely very painful. So we want to know, definitely, we are calling the government to tell us exactly what's the reason. Why are we here? Please, we want to know something because still our brothers are there, still our sisters are there, a lot of people are back there. And we want to say no to this deportation. We are already at home. Enough is enough. We will take it in good faith. We are already here, we will take it in good faith. But we want to urge the government to
right now ñu ngi fi nga xam ne nag mooy
the government. I will bring it back right here. They want to urge the government to do whatever they can.
Misi gana bol si la wali sa airport ak ñu teew kam la dalal sa xel waaye defuñ loolu noonu benn organisation ne ko te ñoo ko say next minute joxuñ kenn la nga xamante ne ni ak any passport without nothing $3,700 is remove this thing, but they force us to remove everything. So if you come down,
the police have said, the police,
we want to urge the government to tell them that enough. Please, we don't want to see any deportees again in this country without any genuine reason. Anything you want to see, you want to know, please, because this country is very hard for that. People have struggled their life through this journey. Please, I'm asking, I'm telling the government to stop it.
You went to back way?
Yeah, definitely back way.
How many years were you in Germany?
I was in Germany almost 5 years. Of course.
Okay, is it true that the immigration department officials were the people that were identifying Gambian for deportees?
Anyway, these deportees doesn't have anybody to identify you in Germany. They will just come to your house early in the morning, around 4 o'clock. They will just grab you, about 20, 30 soldiers, 30 police will just surround you, grab you, do everything, beat you, direct to the airport. Then we flew to Gambia.
Any measure of when you get in the country, have you got something from the government? Or
Okay, when we landed in Banjul International Airport, we are inside the flights for almost 2.5 hours without coming out of the flight.
Waiting?
Yeah, waiting. Because the first batch of immigration that came in, they just came with a fake information. But obviously, I know that it was a fake information. I calmed everybody inside the plane.
Saying what?
What was
saying that, okay, there is nothing like acceptance of deportees in the Gambia, so this flight is going back to Germany. So everybody was feeling proud inside the aeroplane. Then I calm everybody and tell them, look, this is just a false information. The flight has already landed in Banjul. So there is no excuses. We are going out of this flight. They are the one who did it. But the thing is, we want to see at least people to welcome us, at least people to tell us something, to calm us, so that if we go to our houses, we will know what to do. But we don't have this on the ground. It was very hard with us, with the immigration down there, because the immigration were fighting against the other deportees. So it was definitely very horrible at the airport.
But it's not only Gambians who are deported?
No, the flight is only Gambians. It's a direct flight from Frankfurt direct to Gambia.
How many were you?
Probably we are 20. But why is it 20? It's a big flight and the flight was full. Why was it 20? Because every deportees has 4 escorters, 4 people to escort you. Every single person, 4 people to escort you. So they will chain your legs, your hands, everything. And the most horrible thing was, when we landed in Banjul International Airport, just the plane had just landed and they removed everything. So I tell the boys, hey, let's go out of the plane like this. Let's not allow them to remove this thing. But they force us to remove everything. So if you come down, people will just say, oh, these people come in a very good way. Why? It was definitely very, very horrible. If you don't go to the toilet, it's a problem inside the aeroplane.
My brother, I was there at the airport to conclude some of the interviews. But then we have learned that, you guys were not treated like, you were not even allowed to pass through the right way. Instead, you were at the bush.
Yeah, it is a deportation. And the government are hiding everything. You understand? So that's why we are not allowed to pass through the terminal. So we are taken through the back way and escorted by paras, militaries, and this immigration. It was a very, very high tense there. So we are escorted by these people. And later on, I also have from other media outlets whereby they were saying they give us 200 euro or something like that. I would just start to rectify it. It wasn't 200 euro. To be quite honest, it was 400 euro. It was given to everybody as a fear.
That's how much in Gambia? In Dallas?
In Dallas, no, $400 is I mean. Do I say euro? Sorry.
Euro.
Okay, it's Dallas, $400. Sorry, okay. We are giving each $400. Yeah.
Which badge was that? Because the last deport.
For the record, the $400 was given to some of them. The first batch of people they gave them $400 each, and they were only given $200.
Yes, I was there at the airport and they were given $200.
I think so. We had last batch. It was last Monday.
Yes, we were at the airport, but some of the people that we interview, I personally interview, they showed us only $200 note.
Yeah, maybe
it's your transportation, maybe.
I'm talking through the media, you understand? I can give you false information. What's this media? So anything you have to say, you have to be honest to yourself.
Okay. What do you say to the allegation that some of the Gambian immigration officers took part in facilitating your return?
Yeah, definitely, because the immigrations there at the airport was definitely, I don't accept the way they welcome us. I don't accept it.
But did you see any immigration officer in Italy or in Germany facilitating your return?
To be quite honest with you, there was no Gambian authority out there in Germany whom I see with my eyes. You understand? The flight was only the deportees and the German officers.
Now, you hear what this deportee has to say. He went on and on that is available. I will play another guy who was talking and was talking very angry, and we will come back to their interview. Let's listen to this guy and what he has to say, and then we will go back to the government and what they has to say.
Gambia family molde because ngalo gonna sister on me brother solo beja bari ngaji ko mul man kidala stin now nembe ko pamal because tambe na sel kunda mal so ko ngamol mero be jamol wa be lo sir ngala ni komfort bari ngaka no wole na janna because ngaji ko wole ka karto fay anu ndele advice kaji ko karto di adama barona because of mun kamala man adama barona malong amos trouble kanyim bangko kama ko benke ja so bari ngaka no le because of na bangko nya be dictator la bul pray boje na democracy so okay bari ni bangko la democracy so ni ha anu ay akira bi le sama palo ka ngaka la senegal be democracy ko be sala sanji kan sabat kinem sa be democracy ko be sala sanji kan sabat so why intel be tuwa ka kondele ko alla bangko be person no ko sai be democracy so le mal senga je muru mutali lo so muru mutali lo la ka kololo ndey no kunu ka bole den rogo maje nyala sabo ka mutam bulo adum tuwa kan dama malla banta
mu ne musta fanaan si biti moom musta gis drogue ak botam
hinkanta alala bari ngalon kon tela balu be alala adu nga balula bari lafta ka diamu ni media lo mbama ni fama de yale na production ade yale bari man diamu ku kande diamu dala ngata production ni si so la ko mo andi be so bari je nyame ngalo nan tetara mi ko je saji kin kar woro malla na la rawka because of munana malla je because of abi e bol mo because of family la problem la tan ko bol mo nga mbanyo nyanta ba bari nan kayto di galla dalle jumala kama de la masa kundanya dañu understand na yam moy ko moni la mom ci bari ikakala ko moli ko ma any document signed pour na bindol na jang ikakala ko mbama ñole du kare please yakulin ki kuma kilinda yo understand ba anni jamonol kali ko nga kayto lum dakar bu la ban ko kayto lum abay okay ay mu nek aba do ko lay hey immigration be document kal suway no anywhere ni nga jam ba su delal
waaw mu ne immigration officer bu ko identify mom in Kalswa immigration o mente sute identify in Kalswa ni ngaje dawrandi mbasu tela immigration officer buma identify man ci Kalswa fuma ko gis dina ko xamé kon ki dañ ko identify mo
ngay na broda ite ina da mun dalila la jam because nebe outside le ade dokko na jam ni ba duna ni ba bandande le kamin ko lafta ka foy fana yamoy al na da mun la jam lafta ko lelo because nde andi ngana bar certificate di ñu la lafta la ka me keso dal ka fu me jidi ay alla ban ko wal ngel ka boy ne ko house builder nga di lo dalilo kama pour nga na video nga plan nga fenno nga naje nga pasu compagnie nga mo tan saba employé mais ala ko ngejo wala mun na xamudi
mu ne dafa pour ñëw Gambia dellu si waat mu hire 30 people mu liggéey daf doon liggéey foofu noonu construction GTTI lu mel ni GTTI foofu noonu mu ngi doon jànga su paree mu ñibbi si waat Gambia hire employé lu mu 30 people
ama anything ama poni je so ngaye ay mo poni wala ko ha anyway maybe house ni na kam da ko ba ko mo ko la la sija after ni sine ya bang e betra general almost 2 years after 2 years on yene la ko decision ta ko rek mu decision nyene ta wala mu di ko so stinna so ngaye say way maybe do ko sanyi sababu tek so do kadum wala ko be nyadi e ndeta la jamana karulu na asil ko do mo la karulu asil ko do na do karulu la ngala je December 2014 December January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, na do ko so.
He only ate asylum money. He said he only ate asylum money for 5 months and then he got employed and was paying tax. Yena ngi deglu lima gis Banjul. Man de li la gis Banjul tay. Xawma nak ndax yeen ñi setan mom ngeen gis.
Ndela nga jamono jo fukana bula bi ani ni lu me ko na jam. Na do ko na jam immigration be yalo ko yeen ni airport ro no. Brother so in sister do men ka dem pilot do abe anywhere na yen ja lo ko intelligent last Friday 2 o'clock sudo. Ako na brother but na mi do lan kay brother kana ñini ka saise kana ñini ka bod la because na kay do be bulo kono. Kana ñini ka bod la. Ngay ñi
right. Mu ne immigration officer bi ko gis fi def ko laaj fan nga joge. Yow jaman authorities ñew ak yow jël kayit yi jox la ko sa loxo nga tiyé ko. Be pare ngene da nga laaj ko ku fan la joge mu ne koku bim ko laaje fan nga joge mu ne ko buma laaj fan la joge xam nga ko kon li moy li nga xamne man lool la gis Banjul ma play Ibrahima Sankare momit his version and we will take it up from there.
How can I help somebody who has a false document? Okay. I'm just trying to tell you the travesty of the whole system. Okay. Yes. So I think I'll
for now I think that point is clear. Let me say to Mr. Jack. Wanting to organize a protest in solidarity of Gambians that are deported, but with the release coming out, it's like they will not be granted. Why?
I think the allegation is false.
Okay.
The Gambia government recognizes the natural rights, the inalienable rights of every Gambian citizen to assemble, to protest, to demonstrate, and to speak out. So if that is the insinuation, is false. I think the press release was misconstrued. What the press release was saying was that this is our country. This country is so sacred. We just exited the cross of tyranny and dictatorship. The national security situation of this country is not as solid and as nimble as we want it. We are still working. You know that. That's why we still have economy. We still have bandits, in the periphery. When you organize a demonstration, you can control your crowd, but you don't know the resentment and the feelings that are in the environment. So these are all things that you have to bring into the political calculus. So it is the feeling of the Gambia government. Yes, they have a right to come together, to assemble, to demonstrate, to protest, but protest peacefully. You remember always at the back of your mind, this is Gambia. It's a country that should be so dear to you. The immigration issue, for your information, this is the second time you interviewed me. Last week, the same question he had answered, you asked that question, and I answered it. This question for me is very passionate. It's an emotional issue. Okay? I had my own son deported from America. President Adama Barrow, the president of the Republic of the Gambia, is a deportee from Germany.
Bobu breaking news la President Adama Barrow dañ ko deport on from Germany. Yena ko dégg dañ ko deport from Germany te ci capanda wi interview gi ci Olof mom kalama Olof wax na mom Ibrahima Sankare government spokesperson ne President Adama Barrow ut na visa America juróom ñaari yoon. We see how desperate our president was. Ut na visa America juróom ñaari yoon ñu ko reject dañ ko deport on from Germany. That's breaking news.
Today he's the president of the Republic of the Gambia. So yes, there is the stigma, there is the feeling, but at the end of the day, there could be closure. To be deported is not a crime. What do you do as a human being? You have the creative ingenuity to transform your life, to transform your family. I know of many deportees who were my roommates in America. Today, they are okay. They probably have even regretted why they went to America. So let us also help as journalists, as carriers of information, that sometimes our own vocabulary could be lethal. It could spark, irrelevant resentment. Personally, at a personal level, people can everybody's listening, I'm sure. In America, for the past 22 years that I've lived there, my home was home away from most Gambians. They were lawyers, former Yaya Jammeh ministers, former Yaya Jammeh soldiers, permanent secretaries, across the spectrum. I have signed over 300 affidavits supporting Gambians to be granted asylum.
How is that important?
All the people I have sought asylum for, none was ever denied.
Okay.
None.
And then?
Likewise in Europe, in Israel, all over the world.
Okay.
Using the Gambia Echo newspaper and using my own creative ingenuity. I am not a lawyer, but I understand this immigration system so much so that I was able to do what I could do to help. Unfortunately, there are so many things. It's a complex and very complicated matter. The ramifications are overwhelming. For instance, when Yaya Jammeh came one day and declared unilaterally that he has abolished FGM, female genital mutilation, do you know how many Gambians got papers in England because of FGM? Tons and tons of Gambians. Because they knew it's a traditional society, Gambian women were genetically mutilated, what we call here female circumcision. Just with that pronouncement, so many Gambian women were denied access to asylum. And most of them had to be told to go home. Because now in Gambia, women are no longer circumcised. Is that true? No, absolutely not. It's false. Today, people are still doing it. Not openly as it was before, but it still happens. So sometimes when government make pronouncements, they've got to be careful the kind of communication they release. I'm a journalist. I like to write, I like to argue and talk, but I'm very careful what I say. Anytime I utter a statement, it is highly calculated.
That takes me back to the peaceful, to guard a peaceful gathering and stuff. Which is what they're saying. You're trying to deny them, the government, current government, for a peaceful gathering. To talk about things that they feel they are affected. If the government don't sign that agreement with any European country, why not allow them to gather and hear from them?
I have just underlined the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm taking you back to that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I have just elaborated the circumstances, underlined the allegation, and I told you the allegation is false. Government is not asking them not to demonstrate. Government called them. Even this afternoon, they had a meeting with the police department.
Mr. Sankare, Lolo Amut, I just had an interview with Saibo, Kinga Hamne Mo Jiteli. I just had an interview with him, Demba. And Mr. Saibo had explained to us here. Again, I could not pull all these videos because of Limayakam to put them on air. But Saibo had told us here, same original plan was in fact to go to Banjul to demonstrate from the Arch to the State House to different places. And they were denied this access. Until Demba la Gaidora and permit. Demba la Gaidora and permit. Barki Demba la interview Saibo. Until Barki Demba, they didn't have a permit. They didn't. They were told to hold on to the demonstration. They talked about security concerns. How is it their problem? Security concerns you. Yen lolu sen problem la yen nguur gi. Yen a wara make sure ngeen provide enough security to make sure ne lepp lu fa xew ngeen take care ko. Lolu du problem yi citizens yi de. Yen a garantie nit ñi ne mun ngeen a take care of dëkk bi su ngeen ñëwee security di ngeen ko def priority, health di ngeen ko def priority, education di ngeen ko def priority, tourism di ngeen ko def priority, external affairs di ngeen ko def priority, lem demet. So lolu du problem yi citizens yi. So then lolu tax ngeen am economic and all of these things. Then why? Why? This could be ground to deny this. I interviewed Saibo and he said it. Sen first plan was in Banjul. Ñu ne dañ ko defee Westfield maaje am cooperative si lifin bi naka lañ ko oyee police yi seen place bi waaye fàtte naa traffic intervention whatever PIU office whatever to the youth monument. They were denied that. The permit they were eventually given, I published it here. The youth monument bi si kanami church bi rek lañ leen allow pour gaay doxee in front of the church. That was the only place they were allowed to actually work from. This is not something that I created once again. This is something that is realistic. I will pull the permit that they gave them right there. Definitely everything possible to tell these people to hold on to the demonstration, to not do the demonstration. Lu nekk def nañ ko to prevent them from doing this demonstration. And these young people said, yes, they must do the demonstration and do your hand. Like I said, this is not a joke. Here is the press the permit that was given to them yesterday. And these young people were adamant, they were reluctant, said they will demonstrate regardless of what. Aglungur Kimonona def tamit, nyom they were going to demonstrate. Here is the press release, right here. Right here. Sorry, Madelu Siwat Fufunono. Here is the press release, right? The permit right here. 5 points in Jokgai. They are right here. The 5 points that they were given. Right? They are right here. It's very sad and unfortunate. Here is the press release. And it says, I acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 21st February. Now imagine, depuis 21st February, l'année apply permit. But demba lañ leen door a jox permit. What was holding this permit? Ñu ngi doon négocier di seet naka la ñoo deny gaay. Mr. Sankare, bàyyi leen nit ñi ngeen am mbaamal waay. Like I said, gone are the days. This says, I acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 21st February 2019, addressed to the Office of the Inspector General of Police in relation to the above subject matter. Okay, application for permit. That's the number 1 point. Number 2, please be informed that permission has been granted to you to go ahead with your preferred demonstration. Slated for the 7th of March 2019 at the Youth Monument in Westfield from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. 1 hour 30 minutes rek lañ jox gaay ñoom Saibo dañ def everything possible pour negotiate ak ñi. So imagine from 11 a.m. to 12:30 rek lañ jox gaay. And these people's demonstration was supposed to start at 9 a.m. si suba. Ñu tënkaleen jox leen benn 1 hour 30 minutes. However, your application has been approved based on the following conditions. A, that the preferred demonstration be confined to the time schedule given in this letter. 1 hour 30 minutes. Of course, ñun ñëpp xam nañ Gambia ak Gambian time. 1 hour 30 minutes. Lolu moy condition bi. Pour nuñ tënkee gaay, nuñ leen dugalee si problème, nuñ waxee ne time bi lañ leen jox. Being said here, no way to way. Hamne international community watch. These people were getting media attention for the most part through us. 1 hour 30 minutes. B, that the preferred demonstration be confined within the limits of the law, which is fair enough. C, no derogatory words or remarks should be addressed to any person that will eventually result to the breach of the peace. And D, Failure to comply will result to the revocation of this permit and or criminal prosecution. By a copy of this letter, Commissioner of Police, Kanifing Region is informed to take note. Yet, Mr. Sankare can tell us that they did not have any wishes to deny a permit. He went on and on to say how he personally fought to make sure that this thing happened, that dictatorship continues, is out of the country.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs, of course, have come under attack recently. Not even.
This is Mr. Sankare continuing.
Last flight that came, we have some next.
Nyan Balal Nurek. I was looking at that interview again, in which he is talking and saying the things that he wanted to finish, to complete. It's sad and unfortunate that we will have our government officers trying to mislead us, trying to deceive the public, trying to tell the public otherwise.
And I think it was a very good meeting. We listened to them, the government listened to them, and they spoke well. The government spoke and explained their side. So both sides came together and agreed on a platform. This is our country. As a student in this country, I organized demonstrations against Jawara's government. So who am I now to be in a government that wouldn't allow demonstration? That is false.
Okay.
That is false. And the point of asylum I was saying is, it would be hypocritical for me, just last year, to be signing hundreds of affidavits for Gambians to be granted asylum, to come and join this government and want them to be deported. That is not me.
Okay.
That is far from the truth. You know, this is, and you journalists and all of us Gambians, sometimes I think because the English language is not our mother tongue, we tend to call everybody a refugee. Not everybody who is being returned to this country is a refugee.
No way. No way.
You know, and
Yes.
you just underline that. I was trying to give you an educated guess about it. Some people applied for asylum. Some people married women, and they found out that their marriages were bogus marriages. Some people went and claimed they were gay and homosexual. They couldn't prove it. You know, there are people who even claim to be Gambians, or thousands of them, from Guinea-Conakry, from Senegal, from Mali, because they knew Gambia had a tyrannical despot in this country. And only because of that, using our back door, our corridor, they would use their friends, they would get Gambian passports and go and claim to be Gambian citizens. He's an immigration officer, he can speak better to that. That has also happened. I have seen people in America coming to me to file for asylum, claiming to be Gambians, who could not speak Wolof, who could not speak Mandinka, who could not speak Fula. And they're Gambians.
And you help them?
How can I help somebody who has a forged document?
Kon yena kodega, Mr. Sankare and his claims and what he is saying. And one thing that I highlighted in this discussion, I don't have time to play all of the video like I said, but they kept referring back to Yaya Jammeh. They kept referring back to, we have just gotten out of a dictatorship. We are just starting to have democracy. For heaven's sake, we are in the 3rd year. The president's term is about to be finished. Whether he will have another term is even a different story. Ngena wax ni we have just gotten out of Lee. 3 years koko génné ci life am. Xalé bu juddu su amé 3 years dem doxi soxlam. Xalé bu juddu su amé 3 years dem doxi soxlam. Ñoy nak sen ñetteli at. You are still in denial. Still talking to the Gambians about us being just coming out of a dictatorship, just coming out of a dictatorship, just coming out of a tyranny. Balal len ñu ak affaire Yaya Jammeh ci jamono ji, start working and doing the things that affect the lives of the average Gambians. For this letter was written on the 21st of February. Today is the 7th. Today is the 7th. Today is the 7th. You had everything, every possibility to have offered or given or issued this license, this permit for these people to go ahead with their demonstration. Why waxulen wonak askan bi? And that is the biggest problem. You were not talking. Yena ngi door a génn def seen delegation ni. Commencé di wax. Yes, they did explain. Comme ni ma ko waxe, I cannot play all the videos. Comme ni ma ko waxe, they did come out and explain some of the things that they are doing, some of the steps that they are taking. When we contacted Sankare about a month and a half ago, he told us, I was on air. You interview. You heard how he yelled at me, how he told me I was unprofessional. waruma ko call rek put ko on the spot to actually start addressing him or asking him questions. When I called and asked him, how are you, Mr. Sankare? This is Pa Usman Juf calling you live from Gambian Talents TV. Pa Usman nanga def mangfi. I hope you have time. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. I'm just driving. Once I started asking him questions that I am calling you with regards to the deportation, Mr. Sankare went off on me. Mr. Sankare went off on me. Mr. Sankare started yelling at me and calling me unprofessional, calling me that I don't know my job. We've been following you for the longest to give information to the Gambian public, to talk to the Gambian people who are following our platforms, who are following us through our platform. And you wouldn't. We have been gathering a lot of information. He wouldn't even listen to me. I called him personally afterwards to have a discussion with him, to inform him and tell him about the magnitude of this. But Mr. Sankare wouldn't listen to me at the time. And for the record, I have a personal relationship with him. Ñoo dëkkoon North Carolina. It's not a joke. It is a close relationship. Why at this minute, li ñor Gambian si moo ñu tax a jóg. Li ram ci ñag bi la jëm. Yena ngi de don them the past 1 month plus. Yena ngi def different projects. You are talking about different things and handling different things at your own. Will nu ngeen ko buga doxale. Yes. All this while, you have been doing that. We left it at that. It's unfortunate that at this minute, gone are those days when we are going to just let things happen like that without having to say anything, without having to do anything. Jamono ji nekk ni, there is no turning back. Gambia mo ñor niti, and we will have to talk, and we will have to talk about this thing. There is no turning back on this. Mere leen ñu. Anyhow nak, report us to the people you know. Report us to our families and everybody else, people that are close to us, because that's the route that you guys are going. We expect anything and everything, matter of fact, coming from you guys in. Duñ ne bullet. Why ak nu munti demee. It is very important. Ngeen xam ne jamono ji, this is very important. This is people's life and livelihood at stake. You have deportees that are committing crimes. You have deportees that are killing people. You have deportees that are committing crimes. Ma wax leen ko, player leen audios. You were playing with this. You didn't understand the magnitude of these things. We talked about affaire gangster. Li ñoo wax noonu, very sure, I'm very sure li ñoo wax noonu affaire journalist yi ak journalist yi irresponsible. Suñ maas gi ngeen nekk di waxal noonu ne dañ irresponsible. Yéen ay propel am lifin si biir dëkk bi. Yéen a nekk di wax ak askan bi. Yéen ay def lii. Yéen ay mislead askan bi. Ain't nobody misleading anybody. Unfortunately, ken mislead fi ken. We have young people coming to talk on our platform. We have young people telling us what they think. We have young people explaining their frustration. We have young people telling us what they know. What they know about this whole deportation issue. Li gaay daj. Liñ fiñ jaar Germany. Issue si gaay am. Problem si gaay am fofu noonu. Yes. Fetel yiñ jànga fofu noonu. Ñenn ñi si ñoom ne ñoom xam nañ ñoo defaree bomb. They know how to make bombs. Now, the young people or the media try to reach out to you guys for information. You will not give us information. You will not talk to us. And yet, ñun dañ nekk di def otherwise. When we are reaching out to you and you are closing your doors, the media is here to stay. The online media is here to stay. When I contacted Sankara ak ñoom su ko defee ñu wax ñu ñoom seen encounter ak ki nga xam ne mooy Sankare and ñeneen ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi leen doon jéem a jokkoo ci suba si Fatou nuyu naa la. Hopefully by tomorrow we continue to reach out to them fii ba balaa week bi di jeex comme niñ ko.
Fi deportation bi nga xam ne xew na.
So suma la understanding. Calls in don't make yep, you are not able to get any information.
Wow, just you want to amend information, but the director because you want the thing I command the Momoy Mama Liziba, Momia command the Momoy Pia, school facility, for immigration, to university later. Say it, but say Munio Joko at mom, that you don't know when you call them, by number of people call it.
So sumala understand the immigration phone PRO or spokesperson phone bi kifa nekkoon dafa bàyyi te bim bàyyi dafa yóbbuwaale téléphone official téléphone number bi nga xam ne moom lañ doon use. daw na yaram de te doy na waar. li nga xam ne mooy suñ liggéey.
laajte ñoom indi nga xam ne ñooy jànkuwantal.
Just trying to get to this interview. That officer. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Is that Mr. Toure? By clicking on that link. Ndax jàppale bi dina am solo kon léegi dinañ ibbi line si pour ngeen participer ci programme bi inshallah I will call immigration director bi Mr. Toure pour waxtaan ak moom and that will be the last call su ko defee ñu ibbil leen line si rek pour yéen ñi bugg a participer ñu ngi leen ay béggee bu baax a baax di leen gërëm di leen santa pour seen déglu bu rafet li ma gis Banjul la nag te li ma gis Banjul xaw naa doy waar ma contact Mr. Toure rek pour jéem a waxtaan ak moom and hopefully we'll be able to get hold of him to actually tell us immigration accent thing since we are not able to get hold of the public relation officer. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Is that Mr. Toure?
Speaking.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Hope I did not call you at a bad time.
No, not really, not really.
Okay, this is Pa Osman Diouf. I'm calling you live from the Gambian Talents TV.
Okay.
Calling to inquire and find out about the now this is Pa Usman Diouf calling you live from the Gambian Talents TV. Now listen to how the conversation proceeds of the Gambians from Germany. There are a lot of rumors circulating as far as this deportation are concerned, and we are trying to gather information. A lot of the young people, of course, who are affected by this are very devastated and hungry for information, and would just want to clear certain things with you. To start with, if you don't mind, some of them are saying that you sent officials to Germany to actually verify them and issue travel documents so that they can be sent back home to the Gambia. Is this true?
Thank you very much, Pa. But I think first of all, you need to find out whether I'm in a position, to grant this information before you go direct, to your questions.
But I think I asked you when I called if you are in a position to talk, and you said yes. I asked you.
Yeah, but the position to talk, that doesn't really mean that, I'm ready to grant you an interview. And when you asked that question, you never did mention to me that you are actually calling, for a TV station and you want an interview. You said you asked me, I remember vividly that you said whether I'm in a position to talk. That to say I'm in a position to talk does not necessarily translate that I'm in a position to grant interview.
Well, I think
so you don't know where I am and what I'm doing.
I identified myself to you. I told you I am Pa Osman Diouf. I'm calling you live from Gambian Talents TV. I'm quoting myself verbatim. This is what I said.
But I'm also quoting myself verbatim. Except that, if my memory is failing me, which I don't think, but I think, after your introduction, you asked me whether I'm in a position to talk, and I said yes. That does not necessarily mean that I'm accepting the fact that, I want to grant you an interview.
Okay, will you be able to answer this question for me or not? Because
No, I am not in a position, to comment on this matter.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. I can. He was not in a position to comment on that matter at the time, a month ago. Why Teji, nyom nyoiron helter skelter going to the local media pour actually waxtaneli. Nguri Gambia baile nyingena nakh. That was the director of immigration of the Gambia that I was talking to. Mune, he was not in a position to talk about the matter at the time. They forget they're on record. We sent a team earlier to engage with you guys, and from what we are told, you told them that your spokesperson is attending the university and that you were going to get back to them so that Gambian Talents TV.
No, I remember a lady called me today.
That is Fat Samba.
who did not, yes, I was even telling her somebody here, I did not tell her that I am referring to her. She actually called requesting the phone number of my public relations officer. The young officer was at the university at the time, the school commenced today, and I gave her my PRO's number. She later called to say, okay, thank you very much, because usually most senior officials of the Gambia don't pick up their phone. I say, I'm a different person. I am willing and ready to give you all my phone contacts for you to get in touch with me anytime you desire.
Yet you were not in a position to talk about this issue. We can call you and get in touch with you. We call you to get information, not to be in contact with you, and the information that you're supposed to give to the Gambian people, you are not giving it to them. You need to give the Gambian people the information that they need. Anyway, I go back to Mr. Sankare and see Momkat. He is the spokesperson of the Gambia government. So duñ def dara du joko Sankare pour jema waxtaan ak mom rek inshallah. Len wax ne yena nge déglu di sétane lima gis Banjul Pa Ousmane Diouf nekkal len ci ñu ngi leen ay béggee bu baax a baax di leen gërëm di leen santa. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Sankare, how are you?
I'm okay.
This is Pa Ousmane Diouf calling you live from the Gambian Talents TV. Jàmm rek naka nga def? Sant Yàlla bu baax a baax. Thank you for picking the call. I hope call mala at a bad time. Oh, okay. Waaw maa ngi la kooloon maa ngi yónni woon i ndaw sent délégation ñoom Fat Samba ñu kooloon la alia pour gestu affaire yi this deportation of Gambians from Germany. Last week jàng nañ ne am na ay ndaw yuñ yónnee woon. Okay, well, I am. Yes, I am actually. Yes, I am actually interviewing you.
But as a professional, you don't just go to and start
Well, Mangla jox a background, and I would have told you that I have you on air. Okay, Sankare take na telephone bi. Again, we have this issue all the time. Just like I said, he hung up the phone on me. Sankare, mi ngeen gis muy wax nonu. Dafa wax mu hang up telephone bi si man. I called him back. Listen. It's unprofessional. It's unprofessional. Ñu ko dégg say su nekka. Sankare personally is somebody that I know. He has done the job on numerous occasions. I can tell him ne manko interview des na si mom ndax actually buga na wax wala buguta wax comme nim def rek mu tek telephone bi wala su bëggee wax ak ñun mu continuer pour wax ak ñun waaye li heurte heure mooy mun naa laa call ne la mang laa interview te su ma ko joxoon background information ba pare dinaa ko doon wax ne manko interview des na si moom ndax dina continuer pour wax ak ñun wala mu ñàkk a wax ak ñun waaye pour li ñoo wax ñoom ñëpp saa su nekk ne dang ñu oo pour wax ñu in advance ne yaa ngi ñoo call pour interview wala di nga dugal interview I mean I don't owe you that but ndax balaa ñoo continuer mun naa laa wax ne la dama laa interview waruma def interview bi bem jeex te waxuma la ne la dama laa interview waaye mun naa laa wax after giving you a background information munuma koo call rek ne ko maa ngi laa dugal ci line bi wala yaa ngi live déedéet waaye of course dinañ continuer di reach out to him loolu mooy li nga xam ne mooy li xew dinaa ko jokkuwaat nag one more time hopefully he picks up. If he doesn't pick up then dinañ dugal team Gambia su ko defee ñu wax ak ñoom am nañ that issue with ñu mel ni ñoom Halifa Sallah am nañ that issue with government officials yu bari waaye we'll continue to do our best out to them. Akon, hello?
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Sankare, wow.
As a journalist, don't only about interview like that. Don't have a rusa. Maximo, Maximo, I need. You have a call, someone on live. This is unprofessional. This is what I'm complaining about.
Okay,
okay. No one is getting wrong. Man, some cool la. Man, gay man, it do not to be yama, do not look on. So no calling up as a Gambia. Don't want to call you a room nice. Why call my have a very quick Sajapuri? What is this? What is this about? Is this the way you play?
Did it? I actually was going to tell you.
No, Bosman, you can't justify this. How do you I'm going to get all this statistical information. You just call me, I'm in my car driving home and I have my interview. Is that what you call journalism?
I guess I asked you.
No,
didn't you remember?
No, you didn't ask me anything, Pausman.
Laju Malanela, I hope I didn't call you at a bad time and you said you are driving.
No, you should have told me that I'm calling you to interview you, Peter. You should have told me that.
Well, anyway, Dumala don't interview te waxu Malanela mangla.
Let me just tell you, whatever message you are sending to me, that's the wrong message as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
We are like family, okay? Money, before money, because it's offensive. You know me to be nicest person on earth. You know that. You're more the father than the You never call me on the radio. I'm going home. That's wrong.
Mr. Sankare, I did not. Do you did I call you at a bad time?
Ask me, Usman. You send your representative this morning. He called me. I was writing a speech. When I finished the speech, I called her. Maneko yama call this Usman. Wow. How Usman do you want I think because Maneko. Do money buga wax lo xamne xawma dara. Minister of Interior more responsible avec immigrants. More the Department of Immigration. Corona guy, man, appointment. I'm going to get all the figures. Tomorrow, dinala call. Get interview.
Tomorrow, dinala call ngeen interview ma. Betteji that interview has not been granted. Until this second, that interview has not been granted. Barki dem bonjay, commencé nañ dem GRTS joge fa dem QTV. These are the only two places they went to. The root cause, ñi ko lam-lamé, ñun ñu ko waxtané ci online bi. They are not coming to the internet. They are not coming online. They don't have to come to Gambian Talents. But we reach out to them and they sat on the platform. Again, our time to play this whole interview. But you listen to that whole interview that they did. You hear them talking about journalists that are irresponsible, that are listening to one side of the story, that are not reaching out to government. Mom ak Ibrahim Asilla Yep, they kept saying this. And I think that is very unfair because this is the record right here of us reaching out to him confirming that we sent our people there, immigration officials and the director himself confirming that we sent our people there. Ñu leena jox di running around. We go through this all the time. Mom Ibrahim Silla si bopam for the record duma ko wane fini because of privacy reasons. I would not violate his privacy. I sent him messages and engaged him that I wanted to have an interview with him and he declined the interview and told me that you can contact the government spokesperson Sankare. And contacting Sankare, this is what I got from him.
You can just come and just interview like that. I don't think you know me better.
Lima wax moy man dama la ko.
No, you know what? This conversation, I'm going to cut it off. I am not going to talk to you until tomorrow. Please.
Okay, dina ko respect. If that's what you want to do, I will respect it for you.
Well, okay, you also, not only do you have to respect me, you have to respect your profession. As a journalist, journalism doesn't have ethics. You don't just call people in an interview like that. It's wrong.
Well, anyway. Man, like I said, Dumala don't call right because let's line. And that is not why I am. That is not. I don't think I said anything like you are a mother or Mr. Sankare.
You have not said that, but what you are doing is unethical and it's unprofessional.
It's unfortunate. Okay, it's unfortunate that you are feeling that way. I apologize.
I'm feeling that way. You know why? Particularly give me another day. I'm feeling very bad.
Well, I am sorry that you feel that way. Man kolumala pur indi.
I told that.
But didn't I ask you though? If you listen to I asked you, do you have a minute?
There was no need for you to ask that question because I already spoke to your representative this morning, and I told her I was going to do it, and I damn well interviewed the minister and the director just to get you the facts.
Okay.
Despite that, you decided to call me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sankare. Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sankare. Okay? Fofula Emonak Sankare. Yet, they are claiming to be talking to the media. They are claiming to the open. Now, since after this, it's been selective of nyan leño waxal, nyan leñ dud waxal. Fan leño dem, ak fan leñ dud dem. But lena mom xamna ko, there is no turning back on this matter. We will continue to engage them. We will continue to do what we need to do. Ñun suñ liggéey moy to try to get information. And we are not trying to be one-sided here. Suñu young people bi waxe, suñu people in culture waxe, suñu immigrants waxe, we will rely on what they are telling us. If we're hearing one side of the story and we are reaching out to you, and this is how you respond to us at every point, you have a responsibility to be very to be readily available to get information wala so amut information it nga wax in a nice way, because askan bang la deglu. You irritate askan we more by talking the way you are talking. unfortunately Pa Ousmane waaw dégg naa sa wax rafetlu naa ko unfortunately nag man prepare ma woon parew ma woon pour wax ci lii waaye ñi nga xam ne ñoo responsible muy Ministry of Interior wala nangam contact naa leen jokku naa leen wala dinaa leen jokku ma getal leen fax yi and I will get back to you ñu ngee rafetlu luy askan bi kat nañ xam ne ñun ñooñu fi teg te ñoom la ñoo liggéeyal kon dinañ dellu si waat pour waxtaan ak askan bi kon ñu ngee jéggalu bu baax a baax dinañ leen jox information bi ngeen soxla si nu mu gën a gaawee and ngeen make sure ngeen joxaat ñu information boobu si nu mu gën a gaawee because we are continuing to have information coming from one side allegations being levied and made against you guys noppi gi ngeen noppi for the longest moom moo fi war a jeex Gambia government need to understand that lii du yofi caaxaan people's lives and livelihood are at stake and every time something comes up nit ñi dinañ ko wax ba last minute ba situation am wala get out of hand balaa gaay di génn pour act on it again I'm pretty sure suñ génnutoon bindal leen wala wax ne xale yi dem back we ñu ngee traité ne su ñëwee dinañ taal dëkk bi ñu déglu interviews yooyu xale yi di wax ne ñoom jàng nañ ni ñoo defaree bom jàng nañ ni ñoo téye fetel def nañ lii ak lii suñ ñëwee dinañ rey nit suñ waxutoon ne am na koo xam ne dafa génn rey nit amin te ci back we bi la bokk si déporté si la bokk su fekkoon ne traité ne dañoo taal kër président Adama Barrow ak lii amul su fekkoon ne all the different things that happen ñoom saay boo génnuñ ne dañoo demonstrate and all the things that happen didn't happen ndekon they will continue di def seen mbir di dawal seen moto yu tooy di lekk seen ceebi nekk seen air condition yi and this is just a fact di dem am seen meeting seek yeneen yi and not talk to the people and referential naa leen Faraba Banta referential naa leen Gunjur referential naa leen Tanene ak yeneen place yëpp ma ne leen barki dem boo njaay Ndian village bi nekk foofu boori Sanyang si lañ am problème we went and covered that event again no government official was there dinañ doon toog nag ba waa Sanyang wala Jiba Jabang family boobu dem ne dañoo boof waa Sanyang waa Ndian village ne dañoo daaneel seen kër yi manjaago yi jóg na xeex ak ñoom su ko defee ñëw ne tribal xeex la wala lii ak lii la su ko defee nguur gi door a jóg they are not proactive they are very reactive and defensive and any responsible government will not talk to their citizens comme ni ngeen a waxee ak citizens yi du ngeen bully seen citizens yi di ngeen try to address the concerns of the citizens and we will continue to remind you about that ne bullying boobu noonu ak wax yu naqari yeeg intimidation yi is not going to let us relent Gambian yi liñ nanguloon Yaya Jammeh gone are those days jeex na takk loolu duñ ko musa nangulaat benn government fii it doesn't matter who it is nag liñ nanguloon Yaya Jammeh sàggante giñ sàggan ak liñ may Yaya Jammeh bem not ñëpp benn government du melaat noonu biir Gambia never again I steal it from the TRRC seen slogan boobu never again wallahi never again it's not going to happen again we are never going to have a dictatorship in the Gambia again all Gambians' eyes are open and we are here to educate them to inform them and to give them information man Pa Ousmane lii laa gis Banjul te loolu laay waxtaanee su dee loolu nga gis coowit nag share your thoughts share leen vidéo bi du leen wàññi waaye dinañu yokk ñun yéen a ngi ko seetaan fii ci Gambian Talents TV Pa Ousmane Diouf nekkal leen ci gannaaw microphone bi subscribe to our YouTube channel Gambian Talents TV subscribe to our Facebook page like it Gambian Talents promotion ngeen toppa ñu Twitter Instagram or Snapchat on Gambian Talents promotion jërë ngeen jëf si yéen ñi nga xam ne jotu leen a call comme ni ma ko waxee nguur gi foog ñu ñaax leen ñu génn di engage askan wi di waxtaan ak askan wi you owe it to the people and any medium bu ngeen mun a use da ngeen ko war a use su ngeen foogee ne su ngeen demee QTV GRTS rek jeex na no grassroots cause bi of this whole thing fu information bi di propelé fu moo signé is on the internet is on social media and you need to engage the social media as well any platform léegi nag su leen neexee ngeen defanteeg ñun leneen li ma wax mooy this issue of ñi leen a jox report su ma play this last video and analyze it of the naka laa ko ooyee foreign affairs guy is it foreign affairs immigration guy bi of course you hear what he said I have played a little bit of that if I play the video from the foreign affairs guy and you hear what he has to say di ngeen dégg xam ne lii kat am na loo xam ne mooy loolu let's listen to him.
Recently, for the past, since this brouhaha came up there about former Minister of Foreign Affairs signing an agreement with Germany, Italy, you call it that, they are accepting, ready to accept Gambian because there's no more dictatorship in this country and Gambians are ready to accept their citizens back home. You worked at the Foreign Affairs, I'm sure, for long. What would be your response to this?
Good afternoon. Well, I'm very glad to hear this from you, but the answer to this is no. There is no signature, no signing of agreement between us and the Germans in terms of deportation, bringing our citizens back. On the contrary, the Foreign Affairs, since the Office of the President orchestrated calling us for a meeting, looking at the current situation about this repatriation, deportation, and the problems it's causing on the ground here, that something's got to be done about it. I was fortunate to be in that meeting, and the spokesperson was there, and I think few other, my brother was also there. And the intention is to spew it out to the public for them to know what this government is doing all about this. And from that meeting, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs also engaged its partners, bilaterally. One of them is the German what's it called, embassy in Senegal. We wrote to them, inviting them for the independent anniversary, 54th independent anniversary. On the margins of it, we discussed issues about this, how we can come to common understanding, so that at least the problem that is existing in Germany, with the tension of our citizens there and the tension on the ground, can be diffused. On the same light, we contacted our European partners. We also summoned in the European ambassador. We had a discussion with him and made it clear the government's position about the entire deportation situation, which we are not happy about. As you said, you heard the Honorable Minister talked about and the spokesperson, and I'm also reiterating the same thing. The Foreign Affairs, their position is very clear. We work with our partners quietly, diplomatically, and tell them where the position of the government stands. We sent a note verbal shortly after that discussion. The moratorium you're hearing about, it is us who sent the letter to say that we don't want to have any more deportations for now, until we discuss within ourselves, discuss modalities, how this should be done.
When was this sent?
This was sent about, I think, a week and a half or so ago. And because of this note verbal that has been sent, it warranted for Germany to send a delegation here. Today, as I speak of you, in fact, I came from that meeting. We had a meeting with the German delegation to discuss what we're going to do, in terms of what they intend the number they intend to deport to the Gambia. And from here, we visited also the office of the vice president, because we hear.
Now, the progress that they are making. And then Ibrahim Asilla, who opened this statement, the Minister of Information, said that the Gambia government is not aware, nor are they a party to aiding and abetting this deportation. Mune yeguñ ko te nekkuñ di aid or abet wala di jàppale yëfi deportation bi. Yet ki mu ngi wax the efforts that they are making, same interaction with the German government.
As we hear things on social media, as my brother just talked about the allegations, there is no such evidence to that. There is no evidence whatsoever. The Germans themselves repeated this, that we have never signed any document with the Gambia government agreeing, for example, to some will say they've paid money to Gambia government. There is no information whatsoever. They've categorically denied that. And so is Gambia. And when we went back to Office of the Vice President, this was reiterated. Even the Vice President himself said so. Where did they get this information from? So as far as we are concerned, we're still engaging partners. And I'm even, I got another information from the British as well. They also want to come to discuss with us. Why? Because we've sent a signal to say, yes, we know you want to take our people from your country. For whatever reason, we need to look at this. Why is the reason? And then how do you want to send them in? And I asked them, you send them back to Gambia? Okay, fine. They are citizens. Make no mistake about that.
Kon ma ñaax leen foofu rek yéen a ngi dégg yéen citizens yi ngeen xam ne power belongs to you yéen ñiy déglu ak yéen ñiy seetaan because of li ñoo tànqal gaay ci internet bi because of demonstration bi xew tey moo tax gaay engage dégg ngeen a week and a half ago si la gaay commencé di engage li we've been on this for over a month now constantly talking about this deportation in fact ñun ñi ci back way bi sax dañ ñu ci doxé fatta ñu ci anyway because man nelawatuma guddi endalatuma fananatuma every single day every single time they are calling me left and right. Do you hear this? What did you hear? Lan la nguur gi wax bro jappalé ñu li nakala arrest nañ suma roommate bi jotna suma letter bi tay ma ngi gëna suma kër ma ngi dem fanan ci train station ni fanan ci mbédam mi suma kër ben boy lay dem all kinds of li demba musi mujjé demba musi mujjé.
Love them, and no one can develop this country but them. But if they're coming back to the Gambia, coming back to what? So we're discussing how they can be able to assist us to assist them. And that's why we have platforms on the ground, which you call YEP and IOM. But we want to have further platforms on the ground where people can be empowered. People who return back home want to get engaged into small and medium-sized enterprises or other social projects to keep themselves busy and become productive for themselves and for country. This is what we are doing. But we're doing it quietly because we don't make too much noise. And because we don't make too much noise, people think government is not doing
Yes, and that is the biggest mistake that you guys are doing. Li ngeen a defal askan bi da ngeen leen ko pour wax leen ko. Fee yéen a ngee def nag ba pare nekk ci suuf. Kañ ngeen commencé di def li? From what you reference is from a week and a half ago. That's when you guys wrote the moratorium. That's when you contacted the Gambia government. That's when you engaged them, invite them to the independence guy ñëw pour atteindre independence bi ak ngeen wax ci li ngeen a wax ak ñoom and li ngeen need pour def waxtaan ak askan bi dafa am solo, and you guys need to prioritize that in your processes in whatever it is that you are doing. Bu leen xaar citizen si ñaaxtu, bu leen xaar citizen si rayante, bu leen xaar citizen si ñëwul knock seen doo si express seen frustration or whatever balaa ngeen a génn ne okay we've been doing this and we've been doing it on the low. It shouldn't be done on the low. It should be told to the citizens da ngeen ko war a wax ñu dégg ko.
But there is a lot that people don't know about. And I think this is the first apparition for us to sit and talk to people about it because of the intensity of the situation on the ground.
Are you confirming to us that you've sent letters to these countries to stop the deportation?
Oh, we have sent an envoy. In fact, it was so funny how the social media and the media at large work, because I was in the office until almost about nearly 5 p.m. getting towards 6, and I looked at the NV finish and then instruct my staff upon my my superior's instruction, released the NV. Before I reached home, I got from our WhatsApp group, our senior management WhatsApp group, somebody already produced it in the newspaper. Say closer sources from the foreign ministry. Which closer sources from the ministry says that they put a moratorium. How does it happen? But yes, the letter has been sent, but they picked it up. And then obviously, like I said, that's one of the reasons why we are having this sort of responses from the European side, wanting to come to meet with us to discuss. But they mean also no harm. They want to positively discuss with us to see how they can assist us. However, it is their country, as they rightly said. If you haven't got the required documentation, required papers for you to stay in a foreign country, they want you out. Just like in the Gambia here, we have foreigners here, a lot of them, and we ask them to get papers here to work here. But if they don't have papers, and you have some who might violate our laws of the land, or become violent, or become even problematic, we will have no choice but to ask them to go back home. So this is a natural thing. But the manner in which it is done, we felt that it was too much because we have been so many flights coming, and we don't know the profile of some of these people coming back. Are they refugees? Are they asylum seekers? Are they convicted criminals? We don't know. So we need to have clear information about these things. So that's why we say, hello, stop for the time being. Let's look at the entire situation back again and see how we can address this together.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jah. Let me just turn to... okay, I think that is clearly spelled out. Let me come back to the Honorable Minister of Information. I think Mr. Jah made it very clear that you've definitely related to these governments to hold on, whilst you engage them on negotiation. But the ones that have been deported, are we ready to accept them as a country that, or a government that was crying of inheriting a bankrupt government, everything went helter-skelter? Are we ready to accept these people? And the integration we're talking about, you will agree with me that more needs to be done. It's not enough. Definitely not enough in a country that cannot even provide.
It's not even a question of are we ready. These are our own Gambians. We cannot, just reject our people. I wish we had the power to stop our allies from returning.
Other countries are saying no. Other countries are saying no. Recently, I read Afghanistan's, the flight that landed and they took it back to say no, we will not accept them. Why not engage the government, those governments to say hold on?
But remember, Afghanistan's situation was different. I mean, most of those countries left Afghanistan during the civil war. They went and settled in Pakistan, and then they were, supported to migrate from Pakistan to military and socially. And remember, it's not only even about giving them jobs or giving them support. It is also about counseling. Remember, these are people who have seen any. We are serious about supporting them, and we are doing that. Serious discussions are going on, and we want to see that there is a calculated, cautious attempt in resolving this matter.
Apart from the YEP and IOM, as you rightly mentioned, does government have any other plans of opening other areas of reintegration?
Development is an ongoing process. You cannot resolve a 22-year problem in just 2 years. It is not possible.
Okay.
But what we can do
that is what I was saying earlier. Please balal len ñu ngir yalla ngeen bay di ñu wax yu fi 22 years ak Yaya Jammeh. Bay len di ñu wax yu fi 22 years ak Yaya Jammeh. You are talking about the YEP project here. We've talked about it. Barki Demba, len joge interview Babukar Sala, and he said it outright. YEP is not here for the deportees only, or for illegal immigrants only. We had this interview with Lee. Yena nge bako YEP Youth Empowerment Project bi. Lima leena wax leneen lima leena ñaax mooy seen project si ngeena def nii. Please make leen sure ngeen bàyyi xel loolu itamit.
So I really don't know where those accusations
bàyyi leen xel loolu
and the Ministry of Youth and Sports as the two main. It's a bit of with funding from the European Union.
Okay. It is widely believed that YEP was created specifically to help integrate the backway returnees into the society. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, first of all, I think it's a bit of a misconception because the mandate of YEP, like I said, it's not focusing on backway returnees, but it's focusing on the overall youth in the Gambia. Although we have a specific soft target in terms of how we reintegrate returnees into our programs, but the program in actual sense is looking at the economic root causes. Those who want to travel because of lack of opportunities, because of lack of livelihoods.
They don't do their homework right. Because they sit there, they talk about YEP, they talk about IOM. Nyom Ibrahim Silla ak kila wax de Ibrahim Silla ak minister Ibrahim Silla ak Sankare ak ñom ñi tok ci panel bobu. They didn't do their homework right. Listen to what Babukar Silla said. YEP wasn't created specifically for your back way. They are just a little component chompe gundaw lañ cey chompil gaay. They have few programs that deal with them. So when set an interview, like I said, till the end of it, you will hear them talk about how YEP has a program that will give up to $400,000 to the returnees, which is like €100,000 up to $10,000. Lulu is false information. Babukar talks about that 400,000 bimo wax no. Babukar talks about it in this interview. This was done 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Silen them. And for the record, this same YEP, we've been following them on interview, follow Babukar Besona. Few days ago on Monday, my direct staff, on Tuesday, Manelen Demlen for directly. They went there and spoke to the send boss, Sila or Babukar, and then they ended up granting us the interview. So access to information in the Gambia is the hardest thing routing a government and their agencies and all government stakeholders. And they need to open up to the media. If they don't, we will continue to report what we hear. That doesn't make us irresponsible journalists, and you can continue to go to platforms you want to go. And we will just spread or talk about the information that we have. We'll just share the information we have. Now you listen to how Babukar break it down. You hear them talking about YEP and IOM. Listen to what Babukar has to say.
We are targeting mostly these people to train them, give them the skills or support in order to vie into something meaningful, and not generally returnees.
Thank you. Is there any money that is specifically meant for supporting deportees from Europe?
No, we don't have that in our program. The program started before the whole deportation issues came into being.
Okay. Mune, they don't have any money for that. We ask these people specific questions. Yenangi dega guy ñu ngi tok di wax yep mom babu mom Ibrahima Silla ngeen dega mu wax nonu yep the brage yep as being the body the project that they have for the young people. Listen.
On our support services to ensure that those that are here are fully integrated, are fully supported economically and socially. And remember, it's not only even about giving them jobs or giving them support. It is also about counseling. Remember, these are people who have seen anything you can think of. They have seen other people dying.
They are repeating my rhetoric.
They have seen people being killed in front of them. They have seen people being tortured. Some of them were even tortured.
These are the things that we have been saying, and I can bet that these people have been listening to us. They have been listening to me. I've been talking about these things. I've given them tips of what they need to do, integrating them. Ne suñ ñëwé nañ leen welcome ci airport bi. Nañ vet gaay bala ñoo deport ñëpp. Bala ñoo jox kayit ñëpp bala ñoo verify ñëpp let them make sure fi nekk ci Germany ci Europe ci America nañ seet ñi am pending cases nañ seet ñoo xam ne criminals lañ nañ seet ñoo xam ne seen case dafa naxaree am defend automatically képp ku def criminal activities anywhere nag ci dëkk boo dem boobu duma ci waste time sax di wax nguur gi ne nañ la jàppale because you are not supposed to boobu duñ ci def dara waaye nañ jàppale ñooñu is what we urge them pour ñu verify people suñ demee ba no way to way dañ laa deport nañ la call yow na la embassy bi call ci dëkk bi nga nekk ne la yow kat dañoo joxe sa kayit unfortunately exhaust nga all legal means amuñ any other way around trial nga find a way out nga seet naka ngaa def ba mun a get yourself together soo fi amee any bagage wala xaalis seetal noo ko génnee seetal noo amee power of attorney jéema la seet nooy demee nga meet lawyers nga seet yan advice nga mun a am whatever they are going to give you let them tell you that information su boy si excès wala ñi ñoo deport ci airport bi let them have top government officials to welcome them and let them not allow them nga ñëw rek ñu sànni leen ci mbedd mi ci bunti airport bi jox leen $200 or $400 ne leen yaa moom sa guy ak sa ceggal guy fu la neex demal. That needs to stop. They should have put these young people in a place, a very comfortable place. Fu melni hotel. You listen to my Lutax Gambia Dream show last week. These are exactly my words. Let them put them in comfortable places. Fu melni hotels. Give them all the conducive environment. Jox len lekka yu bax yuñ lekka, especially ben ci neek domoda yeek ci yuñ nama. Togal len lekka yu bax. Let them be there. Let them bring counselors ay nit ñuy ñëw pour waxtaan ak ñoom. Ñi gestu seen affaire. Ñuy seet naka la seen wër bu yaram mel. Naka la seen psychology bi mel. Fan lañ tollu yan ideas lañ am and give them support of what type of support lan ngeen am pour ñoom and tangibly this is the recommendation we gave. Ibrahima Silla is repeating the same things that I said.
They went through horrific things that you can ever imagine. Now those people, when they did not get anything, you return them back. The psychology in itself, it's a serious trauma. So providing them the necessary counseling so that they can fully settle down is also very important. That dimension, government is also fully, supporting that. And that is why I think, we've been told that the immigration department is even trying to set up centers so that when these people come, you don't only just receive them and then, send them to their community. No.
And that is exactly what you guys did.
Put them in a
you dumped them at the gate of the airport.
Hotel type where you counsel them, you reorient them, you tell, you talk to them, you understand the situation that they are in, and then, you fully, understand their situation, then give them the options. So that, when you are going back, you are not only giving the economic support, but, you are fully prepared as a human being. Really, it's a very difficult situation that we have inherited. But remember, this is not our making. This was a deliberate ploy by the government then. It was a deliberate human trafficking scheme, a scandal that was perpetuated by the government. You have seen that, in this country, buses were lined up all over in Banjul. People were being carted from this country, transported through Niger, and then, handed over to human traffickers.
Well, that was
facilitated. No, remember, please.
Was that the government?
Of course, any responsible government would not have allowed
there
that
they
to
go
happen in
again
your
with the
country. You have seen
blame
human
game.
traffickers taking
The
your young people,
blame game.
taking them through this dangerous journey. Something could have been done about it. In fact, people were interviewed by Al Jazeera in this country, who accepted that they were, part of a human, traffic racketeering group. So this is a situation that we have inherited, and then, we are doing something about it.
3 years. Kañ ngeen si commencé di def dara 2-3 weeks ago bàyyi leen li ngeen a mbaamal bàyyi leen li ngeen a wax nguuri Gambia. Information Minister Ibrahima Silla, please go get your facts right. Like I said, li ngeen a brag noonu YEP yep ne yep dañ am xaalis yeba ngee joxe xaalis dégg ngeen lii Ibrahima Salla wax. This is the guy ñi ñoo amee yep gi gaay toog foofu di yep YEP gi ñoo wax noonu ñi ñooy YEP kii moo amee seen finance director bi Ibrahima Salla moo amee di finance director. Listen to what he has to say.
And unfortunately, we don't have any sort of package for deportees or so. We have package for the overall youths in the Gambia. Those deportation issues came into being.
Thank you. Is there any money that is specifically meant for supporting deportees from Europe?
No, we don't have that in our program. The program started before the whole deportation issues came into being. And unfortunately, we don't have any sort of, package for deportees or so. We have package for the overall youths in the Gambia, those who are in need and have demonstrated their skills. So we have, for instance, the mini grant scheme, which is about $1,000 that anybody who is trained into skills or entrepreneurship could apply and have access to this $1,000 in the form of a material, and you would be trained further and also be guided in terms of doing your business.
$45,000 or $50,000. That's what they can give. Yep, that's what they can give, and it is not specifically for deportees. It's for all Gambian youth.
We also have the mini loan scheme, which is close to $10,000 for those who are already in business. But if they have the capacity to repay this loan at a very soft interest rate over a period of time.
That is exactly what we are talking about. $10,000 bi. Mom la guy talk ci tele bi ke sanyo sekandi ekati seni mbagadi wax ne waaw up to $400,000 is. Di ñoo wax nono. This is it right here. You hear Babukar Sala explaining it. This is it. And this is for people who are already in business. ñoo xam ne dañ bugg a yokka pour defar seen business mu gën a taxaw. Deportee bu ñëw es kooku si ban business la nekka. So kan ngeen a mbaamal.
So this is generally looking at the youths who are in the Gambia and how we can further strengthen or empower them more, but not necessarily deportees.
Okay. What is YEP's connection with the International Organization of Migration?
We are all sister agencies in the UN system in the Gambia. ITC is a UN agency and IOM is also a UN agency. And we have total different mandates.
Okay. How much money is used to fund YEP?
Like I said, YEP is 11 million funded project and it's for 4 years.
There is a widespread speculations and speculations that YEP or you guys spend a little in supporting the young people of the Gambia. You spend majority of the money on administrative costs, travel allowances, buying expensive cars, and paying yourselves large salaries and pediments. What is your reaction to those allegations?
I mean, if anybody wants to know, I think what they can do is simply, look at the reports that we submit to the European Union, which is, I think, if you ask the European Union how it is done.
Okay. Fofula MC video si ma play. Mang lena bege yen ñi nga xamne yena nekk di comment. All this while, it's unfortunate that I could not read your comments earlier. But comme li ma leena wax rek, ñun caaxaan taxut ñoo jóg. Ñun foyantu taxut ñoo jóg. Millions si ma leen playal fi naka audio si ma leen playal fi video si ma leen playal fi. These are all things that we've been following. This backway issue is something that we have been following for a long time, that I've been reporting on, and we've had several sites, including that of the government. So it's left now to the government of the Gambia to actually take it seriously or leave it. We are glad that génn nañ léegi di wax ak askan wi. We pressured them. As a result of our efforts, gaay génn nañ pour wax. We are glad that they came out to talk. We are also glad that ne make nañ efforts by engaging the German government. Ne flight ñëw na barki démba silki mi ma interview muy German lady bi mu ne dem na Ministry of Information Ministry of Interior ñu ne ko ne am na flight bu egg ci dëkk bi bu doon war a ñëw they block the flight te loolu corroborates what they said ne stop nañ flights from coming in. they can do something. Liñ leena ñaax nak moy nañ negotiate. Let them continue to talk. To leen neexee nañ am si those local TV stations. Ñun nañ ñu jéppi. Nañ wax ne duñ wax ak ñun. Why? Su gaay defee loolu tamit they are doing injustice to the Gambian people. Because Gambians si leena fay ak seen xaalis fayuñ leen pour ngeen tànnantu yan media house ngeen a dem pour waxtaanee da ngeen war a open up and talk to all media houses, talk to all Gambians. Don't underestimate our platform. We have over 100,000 people following us on Facebook alone. The video we did at the airport alone has over 75,000 people just on YouTube alone. Utiana ak ñiko setan on Facebook. Tay. The video we did, demonstration bi rek. Duma ko tayale. I will play it for you guys. Demonstration bi rek tay. Video bobu nono has over 50,000 people. I will show you the numbers. Ngeen gis ko. Over 50,000 people. Ñu setan video demonstration bobu by itself. Tay. What we broadcast this morning. So for you to think that we ñi top bariwut, a good amount of Gambians, a good number of Gambians are watching us. Te li ñoo dégg si ñun rek la gaay di gom. Rek. Li ñoo dégg si ñun rek la gaay di gom.
Right now ñu ngi
That's what they are going to believe. This is not a joke. Du yo fi caaxaan mang leen ko wan ngeen gis ko, you see the numbers. You know it is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Here are the numbers right here for you guys to see. Yep. Gis ngeen li. It reached 97,376 people. It was engaged by 53,000 people engaged with this post. It was viewed by 51,000 people right here. Viewed by 51,000 people. Shared by 744 people. This is a large amount of people. 2,100 comments. These are the numbers right here. Like you can see, people reach me. 97,376 people. 53,000 people. This is not a small amount of Gambia is in the millions. Gambia is in the millions. So if we have 50,000 people, 51,000, 50,000 bimako muje setan. And this is when 17 hours ago is when we posted this video. And this is just on Facebook. If you go to YouTube, what you will see there is completely different from what you are seeing right here. So let them think otherwise. There are people listening through our platforms. There are people watching through our platforms, whether Facebook, whether Instagram, whether Snapchat. A lot of our programs, we are circulating on WhatsApp as well in our WhatsApp groups. So it's reaching the people at the grassroots level in the Gambia. Ñi amut access pour setan ko through the internet. Pa Usman is just not sitting here. Dama liggéey 16 hours. Too tired. Why I couldn't just watch and see this happening. Jaral nañu ko. Ma get them study suma xalé suma paré, help them with homework. We have a lot of things to do. I'm a responsible father. Bi ma def suma video bi earlier, gis ngeen ma ngi just joggé yeli suma xalé from school. It was 3:30 p.m. And right now it's 7 p.m. fi ma nekk ni. So ñun caaxaan taxut ñoo jóg. And if you think we are going to relent on this, we are not. We will continue to challenge you. We will continue to advise and suggest to you, give you recommendations. Toguñ rek daxal li nga xamne mo fa nekk wala accuse you of anything. We are putting recommendations on the table. Mo leena wan ne bañuñ leen. Ñu ngi leena wax lu ngeen mëna def. Use the situation B. Demonstration B is a good example. Show those videos to the German authorities. Tell them about the deportee that supposedly killed people. Show them the videos. Let them see. Show them the news articles. Let them listen to the audios of the young people. Threats you make. Use the fact that ECOMEC is in the country. They can be stable or good. Pour ngeen engage guy. Delay leen process bi. Vet leen people bi. Lolo la leen wax vet leen ñi ngeen a indi, ñi ngeen a jox travel document. You cannot stop it, but yes, you can vet people. Ñoo xam ne ñu ngi am pending cases, both in Europe and America nag. Try to vet them. Affaire America bi ben the deportation came, we did multiple programs on it. Ba tey ji every month or so dinaa def programme ci affaire deportation, ci affaire immigration biir America fii. Duma daan tudda nguuri Gambia. You see bari, you can watch a lot of my programs on American immigration. Duma de tudda nguri Gambia. Dina wax ak Gambian su nekk fi. Dina invite lawyer Sadio Barrow ak other lawyers pour ñu waxtaane lolu. This time su ngeen gisee ñu tudda leen because da ngeen ci am cër. Just like ni ngeen amee woon cër si ñiñ deport from America a year ago. Kon is very important pour nguur gi ngeen déglu ñu ngeen xam ne ñun duñ seen noon. Mr. Sankare suma uncle nga ni nga ko waxee yes dama toog sa néeg suma yaay dénkama la in North Carolina. But here, there is no uncle, no denka or anything. Everybody, a lot of people are fed up and tired. There are so many wrong things going on. Yena nge topa tanka yu bari tanki yaaya jamme te da ngeen need pour change lolu. Lena nak dina len ko wax. Fi ngeen a jëlé information maybe ñoo leen nekk di mbaamal. Yéen it in turn ngeen dem mbaamal président bi. You should change that. Ma wax ak liggéeykati Gambia civil servants or people ñu run projects. Suñ leen santé liggéey du ngeen ko def. The last week we published a picture of an officer sleeping at the police headquarters, a female officer. Su ngeen waree nekk liggéeykaay yéen government officials in all ministries nekk fa di nelaw. Wara sign ay kayit du ngeen ko def. Wara make phone calls du ngeen ko def. Wara dem meetings ngeen cancel meetings. If the young people were to call you for a meeting, your minister, wala your permanent secretary, or your director, or any other position, you give people the running around as if you are doing you a favor. You are doing them a favor. Dañ leen nekk di fay pour ngeen liggéeyal Gambian si te loolu ngeen wara respect. You need to work for the Gambian people. You need to deliver. Su ngeen waree dem meeting bu leen tànqam lu kenn ku leen binda letter dégg ngeen kek saane si suba si mu ngi wax di narrate di explain ne moom moo submit letters yi nga xam ne kek saane mu ngi narrate di explain ne moom moo submit letters yépp yoo xam ne they have to do with this deportation to the office of the president. Tontu wuñ ñu seen ami boy jang si soxo mu tontu ne received. That's all they said. Tontu wuñ waxut leen leneen. Send letter immigration, send letter interior, send letter to all the ministries, to all the National Assembly members. Ken si ñoom tontu wut according to Kek Sane. I'm not gonna play that video again. But ken si ñoom tontu wut. You need to start responding to the citizens and acting according to what you the oath you took. Da ngeen jël oath ne da ngeen a serve Gambian people bi. Serve the Gambian people, please. Bàyyi leen nelaw yi si office bi. Bàyyi leen later ñëw office. Bàyyi leen ñëw ba 10 o'clock 11 ngeen génn dem dëj. Génn dem jaale ji. Génn dem ngénte. Génn dem takka. Dem ñaanali seen doom yi jabar. Or whatever function you are going for. Sit in your offices and work. This is the order of the day. Or taking bribes. Or taking bribes. Just last week, like, I'm not kuma contact again. Lolo is a different story. About the officers at the airport. Ne dafa ñëw indi téléphones ñu ko charge €90 for few of the phones yoo xam ne dañ ko jox pour mu indi waale ko yóbbal la nit yi ñoo ko jox pour mu indi waale ko. And they have their receipts. I have all of these things. Dafa fekk ne yëfi immigration bi moo ñu ñor ca xaanjara. Dina ñëw si issues yooyu later ndax li ma gis Banjul laay waxtaanee man. And we are here to correct the ills pour fàttali leen. Kon yéen ñiy liggéey ci place yi nii you are not supposed to be doing this. Nekku leen di defal Gambien si benn favor dañ leen fay pour ngeen liggéey jóg leen ngeen liggéey ku si munta liggéey dooree ko ci président bi nag ñëw si ministres yi ba ci directors yi permanent secretaries yi ba ci last junior staff of the Gambia government joxe leen lenge yi su fekkee ne feel ngeen ne mënu leen a liggéey. If you feel like you cannot talk, if you feel like you cannot do this anymore, you cannot do this job, please hand over graciously. This is the bottom line. This is the bottom line. Ñun li ñoo def dañoo toppa di kisi we have evidences of all of these things. So duñ toog di seetaan gaa yi ñuy mbaamal askan bi ñuy nax askan bi ñuy wax askan bi ne lii lañ def te fekk defuñ loolu. We are not going to do that. We will continue to engage you to the best of our ability. So lii luñ yàgga report la lii luñ yàgga follow la. We have a lot of information ci affaire deportation bi from all sectors nag, and we reach out to you guys. We bring your version and we bring the other versions. so ku si contradict wala ku toog rek nga dem Ida Sankare dafa call immigration ñu jox ko false information. The operatives on the ground will not tell you the truth. Wera Ibrahima Silla moo ko def duñ la wax the truth. Yéen ñi nekk ci kaw ñoom ñi nekk ci suuf si fiil bi di liggéey bi dinañ dem tappale wala bañ a def leen liggéey ba pare suñ ñëwee jox leen juicy reports that you guys are going to report to the Gambian people. If you had talked, if you had spoken, if you had handled this thing earlier, ndekoon duñ doon egsi fii. But we are glad nonetheless na yéen a ngi jël actions yi ngeen jël as steps in the right direction ñu ngi ko rafetlu ñu ngi leen cee gërëm ne ngeen continue di ko def, and we will continue to talk about this. We will continue to check in with the deportees. We will continue to check in with those in Germany and other places right now. Li ngeen ci mun a def ngeen def ko uppa baax na ci laax bu tànga waaw te ku ndóobin rey sa maam soo gisee lu ñuul daw. We hope nag you will improve. We hope you will try to engage the citizens. We hope you will try to talk to the citizens. Yéen citizens yi ñu wax leen ne ngeen continuer pour jàppas xam ne seen voice power to the people. Gis ngeen ni ngeen fi génnee Yaya Jammeh, gis ngeen ni ngeen fi am results yi ngeen nekk di am whenever citizens come out to talk. Some results are usually achieved, especially jamono ji. Bu leen nanguwaat ñu amaat fi benn dictatorship. Buñ nangu nguur gi dictate ñu, buñ nangu nguur gi buli ñu, bul nangu nguur gi mbaamal ñu. Any information you have, send it to us. Yow sa boppa soo jógee wax maybe duñ la déglu, maybe duñ leen gis. Su benn ñaari citizens waxee maybe duñ ànd ak ñoom, waaye ñun suñ génnee wax they listen to us because xam nañ ñi ñoo seetaan. Comme ni ma leen ko waxee gis ngeen ñaata nit ñoo ñu seetaan. Kon ñu ngi leen a bëggee li ma gis Banjul laa doon waxtaan ak askan bi te foog naa li ma gis ngeen gis yéen it ndax wan naa leen nguur gi ak seen paat ak liñ def. Li ma gis Banjul wan naa leen li ma gis ci biir plane bi on my way to Banjul with the Belgian authorities, and they told us ma play leen audios yooyu wan leen videos yi ngeen gis tubaab yi ñu wax ne ñoom duñ topp rek ñëw noonu te amuñ d'accord ak nguuri Gambia. Tubaab yaa ko wax de du man. Ngeen déglu di EU ambassador Mr. Lyons li nga xam ne wax na ko moom tamit ne képp kuñ indi nguuri Gambia ñoo am pour sign wala pour negotiate wala pour am agreement. Su ngeen seetaanee seen interview bi ma play nii through the end di ngeen dégg gaay ñu ngeen reference su EU ambassador boobu tamit ne dégg ngeen lim wax. Bàyyi leen Gambian yi ngeen am mbaxamal. Tell us the truth. Jamono ji, we have you guys on record for all the things that you are saying and what you are doing. You think I don't have things to do, better things to do? I wish I didn't have to have this show. Kon ñu ngi leen a bëggee yéen ñi ñuy seetaan nag ñu ngi leen a bëggee bu baax a baax ndax yéen a ñu dooleel. Seeni bot la ñuy xoolee, seeni gémmiñ la ñoo waxee, seeni noppa la ñoo dégloo. Comme ni ma ko waxee tey si suba 53,000 of you guys yéen a ñu nekkoon di seetaan. 53,000 of you guys yéen a ñu nekkoon di seetaan. On Facebook alone ute naa ak YouTube. If each of you was to give us $1, £1, €1, $1, loolu xaalis la. Dinañu fattal bunta yu bari. Gis ngeen liggéey bi ni méttee. Di running around dégg ngeen Sankare lu mu wax. Confirm na ne suñ gaay call nañ ko. Mu ne leen ne nañ ko koolaat ëllëg wala dina leen call. Calls yooyu xaalis la. Dégg ngeen immigration officer bi dem nañ foofu ay yooni yoon. Wala si police yi or other departments or other places. Ñu ne ñu ñëw leen tey ëllëg. Loolu yëpp paas la. Internet bi ñoo use suñu interview xale yi suñ nekkee live. Bugga ngeen ñu indil leen more professional videos. Dañ soxla ay cameras. Dañ soxla jumtuwaay yu bari. Bugga ngeen ñu indil leen more professional audios. Rusuma ko pour wax leen ko. Ñun non-profit lañ de. Paos is not here to enrich himself through Gambian talents. I wish ma defoon li full time. Because lii laa bugga si suma xol bi. Kuy odoo la mencu noppee rafle te yàlla buñ noppi. But I have my raba. I have my full-time job. Boo xam ne maa ngi cee toppatoo suma njaboot. So ñu ngi leen a ñaax ngeen jàppale askan bi jàppale plateforme bi. Jàppale ñu mooy jàppale seen boppa ndax dinañ leen mun a indil li nga xam ne moom ngeen soxla. Li ma leen wan fii yëpp ay evidence yu toog la yu taxaw yu set wecc. Yu set wecc du dara lu ma create. Dama leen wan ay evidences. It took years nag pour ñu document lii. So contribute to our cause. yéen ñi ñoo seetaan lu am solo la maa ngi leen a ñaax pour ngeen jàppale ñu ndax jàppale ñu mooy jàppale seen boppa jamono jiñ nekk ni dañ ko soxla gis ngeen di running around that we are going through day and night in and out 24/7 dañ soxla seen ndimbal ndax seeni bot la ñoo xoolee seeni gémmiñ la ñoo waxee seeni noppa la ñoo dégloo su ngeen buggee nag pour ñu gën leen a mun a indil programme yi nu mel you need to be able to support us to be able to bring you fact-based journalism loolu mooy suñ mébét loolu lañ bugg a def te loolu lañ leen bugg a wan at any point if you are watching us maa ngi just share a link if you click on that link it will take you to a secured place where you can contribute su ngeen xoolee tamit the same link for $5 a month $5 yéen ñi nekk Europe that's just 3 or less than 3 euros yéen ñi nekk Gambia that's less than 200 or about $200 every month su ngeen ñu ko jàppalee dina tax ñu dem very far ndax project yu bari la ñoo def li ñoo yëngatu bari na trop te bugga nañ pour accomplish ko we want to bring you facts bugguñ leen a mislead ci benn boor tay yi nag ñi nga xam ne ñu ñoo ŋàñña su ma waxee ñu ne ñu das waaye yéen a ngi fi di beeg rek yéen a ngi fi di yalwaan waaw non profit lañ de non profit yalwaan la moo doxee te ñoom nguur gi nga xam ne ñoom la ñoo waxtaanee seen affaire ñu ngi fi di yalwaan ndax ñu ngi nii dem Europe bañ jox leen fa 1.4 billion fu suñ nguur gi yalwaanee as a country fooguma ñun as a non profit war nañoo mun a ñàkk a yalwaan yes we are proud to tell the people that are following us ne leen seen bët la ñoo xoolee seeni gémmiñ la ñoo waxee seeni noppa la ñoo déggee te kon ngeen jàppale ñu lu am solo la ndax mooy tax bañ mun leen a indil lii all this content is not free mun ngeen ñoo yónneel xaalis to Gambia 7833524 7833524 wala boog ngeen mooy number to dial su ngeen ñu bëggee yónnee xaalis directly in Gambia wala su ngeen fa amee xaalis we can go pick it up from your people or you can send your people ñu teseeg ñun wala ñu ñëw suñ office bi pour drobal ñu ko lépp lu ngeen ñu jox dafa delluwaat ci liggéey bi ndaw yi ngeen gis foofu ñu njaxlaf mënoon nañoo nekk ci mbedda mi di tambaambalu ñoom tamit they could have been involved in crimes and other things we employ them and give them the opportunity pour gaay yi liggéey njëriñ seen boppa njëriñ seen askan yéen a ngi support ndaw yooyu yéen a ngi support pour dépasse ñu fay place bi yéen a ngi support pour dépasse ñu jënd crédit jënd internet yéen a ngi support pour dépasse pour all the different things yi ñu war a def caméra si ñu war a jënd comme ni ma ko waxee I'm fine here I struggle pour def programme si man kenn being the cameraman microphone si dañ share headphone bi ma sol dafa share caméra bi dafa share gis ngeen ni ma ñaxee ay lampa laa am opposite mi lampa yu bright pour ngeen mun maa gis software bi ñoo use pour broadcast programme bi videos yi ma mun leen koo wan ngeen a gis lii yëpp ay softwares lañ yoo xam ne they are very expensive kon li ñoo liggéey is very expensive nekkul lu ndaw kon jàppaleen si bu leen MC pick it up keep it up rek keep it up fayut bill si moo tax dina am yoo xam ne soxla ngeen ñu def ko te duñ ko mun a def wala ni ngeen buggee ñu defee ko noonu duñ ko mun a defee noonu kon gis leen seen boppa si suñ liggéey bi ñu continuer di leen fàttali pour ngeen jàppale ñu if you have not like our page yet like ko Gambian Talents Promotion on Facebook to fekkee ne like lo subscribe lo to our YouTube channel subscribe to it right now Gambian Talents toppaleen ñu on Instagram Twitter and Snapchat on Gambian Talents Promotion su ngeen buggee join suñ WhatsApp group bi tamit we have some few WhatsApp groups that you can actually join to be updated audio wise su fekkee ne video bi mënuloo ko seetaan wala nekkuloo Facebook and the like su ngeen ñu jokkoo si +1 404 593 6215 +1 404 593 6215 kon maa ngi leen ay bëggee di leen wax ne bu leen fàtte yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a ngi America we accept cash app through that same number cash app +1 404 593 6215 404 593 6215 pour cash app wala the same number mun ngeen ko use pour def online transfer wala through Zelle no amount is too small lu waay joxe rek incha allah dina delluwaat ci liggéey bi ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen gërëm leen santa Pa Ousmane Diouf fa leen nekkaloon ci gannaaw microphone bi di waxtaan ak askan bi li nga xam ne man loolu laa gis Banjul te mu jéggi dayoo li nga xam ne loolu laa gis Banjul dégg ko fa te neexut ma li nga xam ne man loolu laa gis Banjul am ñu ko laam-laamee wala ñu koy doxal te du ñu war a doxalee nag ñu bëgg ñu soppi doxin ñu ngi leen ay bëggee bañ ñëw your way again. Tomorrow is International Women's Day. We have done a coverage, a very wonderful coverage, featuring several Gambian women who we are celebrating. The past couple of days, suñ team bi ñu ngi busy si loolu. We have interviews with Gambian women yi ci grassroots bi ci naako yi dem nañ jëli leen ñu waxtaan ak ñoom waxtaan nañoo Gambian women ñi nekk ci marché yi di jaay waxtaan nañoo Gambian women ñi nekk ci faro yi grassroots bi ñu ñooñu ñor. Instead of celebrating those up there, the policy makers, not to say they are not important, why the root cause of Gambian women. Elegla International Women's Day. Watch out for those videos, those International Women's Day coverages. The past 2 days we've been very busy with that. In addition to yeneen yi nga xam ne ñu ko doon def kon ñu ngi leen ay bëggee bu baax a baax di leen gërëm di leen santa di leen wax happy International Women's Day in advance to suñu yaay yi suñu jigéen yi suñu mag yu jigéen yi ak rakka yu jigéen yi ak everybody else ñu ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa. Share this video du leen wàññi yéen waaye dinañu yokka ñun until we come your way ci beneen jamono. Pa Ousmane Diouf nekkaloon leen ci gannaaw microphone bi maa ngi leen ay bëggee di leen wax ne lii laa gisoon Banjul kat ma ne ma siyaa kook yéen jërë ngeen jëf.
Gambia, Gambian talent, ala barika, la ilaha illallah, Gambia, Gambian talent, ala barika, la ilaha illallah, Gambia, Gambian talent, ala barika, la ilaha illallah, Gambia, Dawda Jawara barika, Gambia man la jalima di yéen a ngi seetaan Gambian talent fii la de bu leen bàyyi fii de fii la affaire yi nekk tete ñi na Leila
sanani kanilema kanitulo na firula baba duda ni kanilema kanunyo kanabula molu noma molu mambetea.
Take it from a kid. Mimfama halifan tuaja. I'm getting it all is so dualeja. Albany lab ya dualeja se jabur jam. Ndul ka bi freedom of space te bualeja. Dual bela dua du bual be bua alla bolon esti Gambian dream rikama boyo ndul kanna kuoleke. It's all about Gambian's talent TV. Tune in direct, ala GB, stay tuned, Misleading Gambia, Bantala, Gambia. Look!
Senyor Harim, ngeen naa mele pot bi, yaay senyor Harim, gis tasma
Bright Star Entertainment ñun dañuy seetaan Gambian Talent TV.
Reliable, promotionable, everything-able, Gambian Talent promotion.
Bulu comme koy nekk bulu. Li muy stupide trop ko bulu.
Maa ngi lu ma ci lu jàng.
Gambian Talent promotion.
Talama wayla di la jobe way wi am na maana loolu leer na ma Gambian Talent ma wayla di la jobe sa way wi am na maana loolu leer na ma yangal nga ma sama waaji yangal nga ma waaji bu yaay tay to yaay barki de bu yaay te di alat ay ni rappaliw fa ko ta fa sa daw fa sa nga sa kanam na seen tu sa ginaaw ma say xala des kenn du dem bala wa assalamu alaykum wa Gambian Talent dama wax ne la ku bëgg cuuraay rek ñëwal fii ci biir kër gi di Gambian Talent man day cuuraay maa leen defar cuuraay bu neex ci biir kër gi di Gambian Talent man na xoolal cuuraay ju neex fii la ci biir Gambian Talent lañ ko lañ bu neex fii la ci biir kër gi jàmm ak salaam fii la ci biir kër gi namuñu salaamaaleykum namuñu papa